winds, where stars whisper secrets untold. A rift tears through the astral veil, and sanity reigns, its grip unfolds. Cultists chanting shadowed halls, their voices a hymn to chaos unbound. They conjure up forbidden falls, to summon the fallen, lost and unfound. Unfound. Oh, astral winds, carry us free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Across fractured plains, reality trembles, mountains weep, rivers twist in desperate prayer. The sun blinks, uncertain of its emblem, as eldritch horrors crawl from the lair. Their forms twisted and malefic, born of nightmares and forgotten dread. They drift through astral currents, a beacon for those who seek madness instead. Oh, astral winds, carry on free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Every bone. In forgotten temples and cursed groves, heroes gather, there is all unyielding, to chase the ripples of reality's coves and confront the abyss, both fearsome and appealing. Oh, astral winds, carry us free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. As the final verse echoes the starlit skies and death trembles on the lips of all, the abyssal maw opens galaxies within, ready to consume all those who stall. Yet whispers of valor and unity persist in the eminent astral reckoning. Perhaps hope shall win.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome on into session number 31 of Echoes of the Fallen Ascendant. We are going to run through a quick recap from last week and then dive headlong into whatever this session has in store for us. Thank you for hanging out, and we will see you guys towards the end. All right, hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Alright, so let's go ahead and run through a quick recap from last week. Session number 30 began on Ianari the 1st, 4254 PFH at 8 a.m. So the group traveled through the next day, across the bridge, and stopped just after exiting on the opposite side. Along the way, Dench asked the guards about cultist activity since they had been gone, but the guards seemed to have not heard anything about it. When the group set up camp, Amelia, Dench, and Canis went to hunt and track down the river, the quote-unquote river that Amelia had been told about from the stars. While searching, Canis and Dench managed to snag a massive bullfrog for dinner. Amelia looked for her point in the river before realizing that a constellation in the sky was all she was looking for in the first place. The group then returned to the camp and found Payne stoking a very nice campfire. They sat for a while, butchered, poorly, the bullfrog, roasted it, and ate. Afterwards, Amelia performed a ritual, communed with the spirit in the stars, and summoned forth a Shah. The group sat down and talked for a while, with and about a Shah, before heading to bed for the evening. When they awoke, they broke camp, strapped Asha to the cart crudely, and began their final leg of the journey back to Willow Hollow, which took an additional 3 days. They arrived the morning of Ianari the 5th and made straight for the Emerald Tower. When they arrived, they allowed the guards to tend to Asha, while they entered the main chamber and were greeted by Mistress Rosanna herself, along with Cornelius and Kiana. The group sat and explained the situation very briefly before handing over the shards and the hourglass. Kiana took them excitedly, and the group, Lyra, began to interrogate her over her locket. Seemingly caught off guard or even slightly appalled, she tore it from her neck and threw it in her bag of holding to appease Lyra. She then took to her study, leaving the group, Cornelius, and Mistress Rosanna. Leaving the group, with Cornelius and Mistress Rosanna. That makes more sense. Okay, so XP for last session was 150 for roleplay, 125 for skill checks, for a total of 275 each.
So close.
Very close, very close.
Literally 5 points. You couldn't squeeze out 5 more points?
You guys didn't squeeze out 5 more points. Okay, so let's see. It's like Dench goes outside and just like fucking guts a rat. Did I do it?
So like punches a fly. I think that's all it takes.
Oh man. Okay, so session 31, Ianari the 5th, 4254 PFH, and it is 10 a.m. Alright, so where we had just left off, Kiana had left. You guys were kind of sitting and preparing to actually open up dialogue with Rosanna and Fenbrush, which hadn't like fully begun yet. So we'll go ahead and we will pick up there. Does anybody have anything for me before we start? Okay, excellent. So... let me just grab some portraits, so we know who the hell we're talking to real quick. Mistress Rosanna. The one, the only. And Cornelius Fenbrush. Okay, so you guys are sitting there. Kiana has just left and has kind of headed upstairs. And Mistress Rosanna is sitting here with Cornelius, and Cornelius, he kind of smiles and says, "So, are we due for a debriefing of some sort, or Mistress Rosanna, how would you like this to go?" And she smirks and she says, "I think the formalities are quite out of the way, considering the dire nature of the situation all around. Why don't we just have a discussion, a dialogue? You can call it a debrief if you'd like, Cornelius, for your notes," and she reaches over and taps on his notebook. "But for the rest of you, please, nothing as formal as that is necessary."
How free are we
Thank you,
talking?
mistress. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I couldn't understand. Both of you said something at the same time.
Go ahead, Gaines. I was just saying thank you.
Oh, well, you're welcome. She kind of smiles sweetly at you. And you, Jackal?
I think I thought about it and decided my question isn't worth it.
Oh, really?
Okay, so basically we went out to the next task. We did some investigation work first. Also, there was an issue with what are they called? What is that big nasty thing we fought that was burrowing and then?
The bullet.
The bullet.
Yes,
yeah.
there was a bullet issue that we helped with on the way as well. But once we got out there,
I'm sorry, could you be just a little bit more specific? You just said the task. Can you fill me in what it is you believe you were doing? What is actually happening here?
Answering the call to the grove out by Brackenwood.
Understood.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the
Disturbance.
last place the meteorite landed, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, well, we're calling them now the crazy bones because turns out they are in fact bones and not stones that we've been discovering.
Right. I was unfamiliar with there being a grove involved in this. I assumed this was just something that had to do with Brackenford.
Oh, we had thought so as well. We had thought it just dropped in the middle of the wood, but it turned out there was a druid's grove very close by.
Oh,
Yeah, Miss Tundra is a druid in charge of that grove out there.
I see.
Maybe a wilderness replenishment encampment is
Oh!
Yes,
the more
that's-
correct. I guess
Yes,
we
yes.
did call it her grove because she seemed to have control over the area. But yeah, wilderness replenishment encampment, I believe.
Thank you.
Sorry, it was more of a mouthful. Yeah, that's why I suppose it's easier for me to just call it grove. Yeah, thank you, Penny.
Cornelius, make sure you detail this. He kind of... Right.
If I understand right, I believe Mr. Klee and Cornelius here have been
Kevin, I'm having a hard time hearing you. You're getting real... at the tail end of your sentences, it's like cutting off. It's getting super, super quiet.
That's weird. I can hear him fine.
How about now?
Is it just me?
I heard it cut.
You heard it cutting out?
Cutting out. Yeah.
I turned
Good
him
enough for
up
everybody else?
20% too.
I turn my gain down too.
I was also hearing him cut out a little.
Okay. Apparently, Lucy just has weird, like...
My voodoo is working.
Yeah,
He's just
something
so
like
used-
that.
He's so used to having potato internet that he fills in the blanks all the time, doesn't even.
Yeah, right? He's just
How's
reading
the
lips.
sound?
Perfect.
It might honestly be the.
Sounds good now.
I just cranked up my gain all the way.
Yes, I'm sorry. So you were saying something about conversing about something about Brackenwood or the replenishment encampment.
Oh, I was just saying that I believe Cornelius and Mr. Klee over in Brackenford have been communicating back and forth a little bit.
Cornelius chuckles and he... Actually, I only sent one missive to Mr. Hartsford to let him know of your arrival, as was my intent before you left. It was, I believe, and he points his finger directly at Kana's, you who decided to charge your group upwards of 250 gold pieces to send a 25 message spell back to me. If I'm understanding that correctly.
Yeah, yes, sir, and we do intend on helping pay that back if possible, or take it out of our cut or whatever.
Well, you've already been paid up front as far as the gold is concerned, but let me just put your minds at ease. Thankfully for you, Mr. Klee didn't charge anything, as, quite frankly, it's something he would charge out of town as not doing anything for the greater good of Brackenford, and apparently you made quite the impression, so count yourselves lucky. However, and he kind of like, again, looks down and around right at Kana's, maybe don't go offering up credits where credits may or may not be due. Just so you are aware, it would have been an additional 50 gold for me to send guards all the way down to Brackenford and back to pay the coin.
It was a matter of urgency, and it was a group decision to go ahead and send that message. I do apologize.
And hopefully, moving forward, we won't need anyone else to do it now. I can do it.
Oh, well, then looks like you've lucked out across the board. Anyways, yes, I'd been in contact, Mistress Rosanna, with Mr. Hartsford, and then on behalf of the group back here, which is why we knew of their arrival.
And then, well, I don't know. I didn't mean to jump in to take over for Lyra. She started off the story, and I kind of cut her
Oh,
off.
it's okay. You're doing better than me. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. So we responded to the disturbance in Brackenford and Brackenwood, and when was it when we actually discovered the boulette? At this point, I don't even quite remember. That was in Brackenford, I believe.
No.
No, it was in
So
the Gnome City, in the mine.
yes, Canis is correct. Cog Cogbach. We went to
Cogbach.
Cogbach first because we could hit supplies and then headed to Brackenford. And while we were, not busy in Cogbach, guys, they decided to take out a bullet that had infested the mines. And apparently the bullet came from like around the replenishment camp. So they're probably going to have some issues working that sort of stuff out. But
Well,
we
maybe.
digress.
I mean, it was highly likely suspected that it came from the Brackenwood Mountains, but
Oh yeah, I mean it like 100% did, I'm sure.
Yeah, bullets are known to burrow through rock, and there is a lot of it between Brackenwood and Cogbach, so...
and and there was the possibility of, since there was such a terrible thing happening in Brackenwood, then they decided to get the fuck out of there. Pardon my language.
No, please, cuss freely. It adds spice to the conversation.
Sorry, yeah. So before we made it to Brackenwood, we did stop in Cogbach and then deal with the bullet situation.
That's very kind of you. I'm glad that you were able to assist somebody else while also keeping your eyes glued to the greater good. That's truly, I mean it, truly a noble thing.
The concern was that they would lose their livelihood if the bullet was allowed to continue rampaging.
Oh, it had made it into their minds? It wasn't
Yes,
on the... Oh, yes,
And had killed several already. The mines were completely at a halt.
Oh my goodness. Well, Cornelius, could you please make sure that we send our condolences and perhaps a small gift package to Cogbach for their loss? And he kind of nods and starts taking notes.
They'll really appreciate that.
It's very kind of you, my lady. Thank you.
So, you are the heroes of Cogbach. You save them from their bullet troubles in the mines, and then you make your way to Brackenford, where you discover that one of the replenishment encampments is home to a druid by the name of Tundra, and this is where you find this last series of fragments?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
Close
it
by.
was close
Understood.
by. About a day's march from Brackenford. Yeah.
Yes, and in your message, you said... Cornelius, can you read the message back to me? And Cornelius flips a few pages. Yes. We've discovered these bones are part of a cult. They are located near Willow Hollow, 34S12E, from Payne, Amelia, Lyra, Dench, and Kenneth. Rosanna kind of stops.
Canis.
It is Canis. He smiles. I know. She turns her attention back to you guys. So, the coordinates. Could you explain to me two things? First of all, how did you find the coordinates? And second, do they mean anything to any of you? Because, and then she unfurls a map and spins it around, and it's of Willow Hollow Wood. And she points down right about where you guys would assume the coordinates are. There's nothing here. There's nothing sanctioned here as far as our territory is concerned, but those coordinates lie within the realm of Willow Hollow.
I can take this
Yeah.
one if you want, Dench.
Please, yeah.
So the easiest way to explain it is a couple of us died, and as we were floating to wherever you go when you die, at least in my experience, I'll let Kana speak for himself, I got a vision, and it was of this ring that was a beacon, which is what I think we maybe kind of just slid over this part. There was a ring that was a beacon, yeah. And I hadn't identified it yet. It was on my list, and I prioritized improperly, which unfortunately led to the death of many, including myself, Canis, and Amelia.
How excellent.
Yes, thank you.
No, I
And-
mean that seriously. You are now wiser for your mistakes. You failed. The 5 of you are still alive. perhaps some souls departed this realm of existence, yes, but you came out wiser. Am I correct? Or did you
Yeah.
not learn anything from
Oh,
your
I
experience?
definitely learned. Yeah, I learned. And I appreciate that. But it was more than just us. There were druids too. Anyway, when we were floating, we got the vision of the ring that was the beacon, and the coordinates came along with that. So when we put them together, it got us to that point on the map.
And to add more context to the situation, we were ambushed by blood creatures who were searching for a ring that we managed to find at the location of the impact site.
Which we might want to give some context for that. Sorry, we're kind of going out of order in this.
Yes, you are all very terrible storytellers, but please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I won't be much better at it, but to try and give a little bit of a timeline, after leaving Cogswalk, we traveled to Brackenford, where we everything we had seen and learned said that the fragments had likely fallen in Bracken Wood, but we didn't want to try and travel into the woods blind. So we stopped in town. We ended up hiring ourselves a guide, and we talked to Clee Hartsford in the Replenishment Guild, like main area. We ended up going into the woods. We started with the Archdruid's Grove. That's Tundra. She ended up. She told us that there were some scouts and guards that had gone missing in the northern part of the wood, which was completely blocked off. They weren't letting anyone in or out, so there wasn't a whole lot of information there. We ended up. She did some very impressive magic and kind of opened up the path. We went to. We followed the trail, and we ended up in this clearing near a cave where we were attacked. We were attacked by wolves, giant, horrible, awful rats, and this cat beast that seemed to disappear and reappear.
Displace the beast, yeah.
It had tentacles on its back then.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
terrible.
Yes, Displace your beast is correct.
After that situation, we searched the cave. We found, unfortunately, exactly what we were expecting to. There was an effigy, which we've found a number of those at pretty much every spot where we've encountered things related to these fragments. There was this horrible, awful message written in blood on the cave wall, which also will come back to that. And there were a number of dead. We ended up bringing the bodies out and went back to the camp so that we could fill in Tundra on what happened. We were trying to move as quickly as possible. When we made it back to the camp, Tundra ended up, she needed confirmation as to whether or not the people were her people or others who were affected, so she left. She turned into a bird and took her second in command with her. We were at the camp with the other members of that guild, and this blood storm, that's the best way I can describe it, happened. Blood fell from the sky.
Blood. Yeah.
Yes. She kind of gestures towards Stench. And that blood turned into these horrible monsters. But there was this voice that said, what was it? Find the beacon, kill the rest.
Kill the rest.
And they did. Turns out the beacon was a ring that was being carried by, but the only like person that was by like the wolves and the displacer beasts. And that should bring you up to speed with where they were. Did I miss anything? Kind of
You
looks
missed
at
the
the others.
unicorn. You
Yes,
missed
one.
The unicorn was
Yaz
later.
Kadul. Oh, right. Yep. Okay. I'll get to that part.
The unicorn is just pain being a pain. Anyway, another important mention about the storm is, at most, it seemed like a normal storm. It sounded like one, kind of looked like one until it came over and then rained blood.
And then blood creatures manifested from that, which is what we have seen with this so far.
From the storm or from the
From
blood on the ground?
The puddles of blood on the ground.
Understood. Like, they manifested, or they were teleporting through it, or
Possibly.
They kind of
Rose up out of it?
Yes, rose up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, understood.
And what I can say is, when we had one of those types of hourglasses before, when we destroyed it, there was blood around, and it created, or it called, or it teleported, or whatever was happening, more of those types of blood creatures to us because there was blood around.
That's terrible.
When
Yes,
there
it is.
wasn't
It is.
blood, it just kind of made like a burning acid. Did not make those monsters. Did you want to continue with the summary?
I
Maybe-
believe it's probably important for Payne to discuss his findings about the message. And
Yeah, but Dench was not fully there. Just after the bloodstorm, maybe Lyra, you want to pick up, and the story about the unicorn can wait a little bit till
I do believe
because you guys
it
went.
is it is an
back.
important note. I mean,
Oh,
he did
definitely,
help you
definitely.
translate the message.
Yes, okay, I could tell that part now, but in between the bloodstorm and the unicorn, you guys traveled to Brackenford, so I don't know that part of the story, but I can tell you about the unicorn. Yaz Kadul, I should say, to be polite and use his name. He came, and him and Tundra talked for a while, and I talked to him for a little bit, and he was polite enough to answer some questions for me, and one of them was about the blood message on the wall, and he figured it out, and the message said, and let me get it right, "Through slaughter I am reborn." And he was very concerned that the cult of Aerith Nul is returning.
At this point, she looks down at Cornelius, and Cornelius, you hear like a very soft snap, and you see the tip of his quill bust on the page, and ink begin to leak down it, almost like blood dripping from the letter. It is not red, just so we're clear. I've scarred you enough. I just want to make sure we understand. And you see her face kind of loses color for a moment, and he looks up at her, and she kind of blinks. And she says, okay.
I know, talking to a unicorn is really something. I was a little speechless at first, too.
Yeah. Unicorn aside, I think I'm much more concerned about this message and Yaz Kadul's, hypotheses regarding the cult of Aerith Nul. My grandmother was alive during the time of the second happening, so we were told many a stories when she was still alive about the cultists, the Avatar, the heroes who brought them down, but that doesn't come until much, much later in that story. Many hundreds of thousands of lives were lost along that journey. I thought I thought Aerith Nul was gone, though. I thought the Avatar was destroyed during the time of the second happening. That doesn't make sense, though, because if there's cultists, it means that there are people getting powers they believe are from a god-like entity. And if they believe it is Aerith Nul, maybe it's not. Or maybe it is. Oh, God. Okay, well. I'll keep my thoughts to myself for just a few moments, please. If you can continue.
Canis will just kind of slyly and more quietly say, still think 250 gold isn't worth the message.
No, I don't. Because I'm just now finding this information out, so it still took you 5 days to get it to me.
Well, at least you were somewhat warned. It's not like we could fit more words in.
Okay, well, it's okay. So, she'll kind of turn toward Amelia and say, "See, they say Aerith Newell too. It's okay. We didn't
My
really do."
concern isn't us saying it. My concern is spreading it to those who don't already know.
She has a point.
Yeah, I'm not gonna walk around parading and screaming it. That's for sure.
That's the only concern I had. We
We
don't
didn't
want
do-
to give it more power by spreading it.
There is a lot of power contained in a name. Trust me. I've spent enough time in the Feywild to know that's a bold and scary truth.
Yeah, Lyra, see?
I mean, to be fair, I never heard that, so I am learning that just now as well.
Lyra should know better than any of you. The mighty Mordenkainen, Bigby, Master Wizards, their names hold great power. It's written in their magic. Tensa? She winks at Lyra.
Yeah, I definitely know their names are super important. We're going way down a different rabbit hole. So when we went back to Brackenford, there wasn't anything that exciting that we did there. Outside of learning that a party member of ours was married to a priest, a holy person in Brackenford, right?
Her eyes kind
Well, our
Goran-
guide.
Yeah, the
Oh.
Goran, our guide, he was one of those that perished and had specifically said, "Do not bring me back if I was to die on this adventure." So, I had a funeral pyre for my friend Dalinar and Goran, and we sent Goran back, his ashes back in a box to Brackenford for his don't know if it's a late wife or if they were still married, but the priest of the Obid High temple.
She very much spoke as though they were still married. You don't talk about somebody that way unless you feel deep feelings for them.
Okay, so they were still married.
Did he speak that way about her too?
He said she was dead. So
His whole family was dead.
Yeah,
But I
it
think-
was weird for me to hear too. I was like, what? But
I
anyway,
think-
we shouldn't speak ill of the dead. But
no, we're not
that's-
speaking ill.
that's
We're speaking
what
truth.
happened. So there,
Speaking the
there
truth
we are.
speaking the truth is not speaking ill. Pain. We're not doing anything wrong. But I think that perhaps he was ashamed of something or didn't want us to know who to go to let them know he was okay. Whatever the case might be, we followed his wishes. Unfortunately, didn't follow hers, but that's our problem, not yours.
Okay, so how does this weird love situation fit into the important part of this story?
Well,
All
it,
part of the adventure.
We had to go back to Brackenford again in order to be able to pick up the supplies that Tundra needed to bring back her fallen. So that did add another
2 days,
Oh.
roughly.
days of travel before we were able to head back in this direction. We also needed to make sure that that Klee knew what was going on. That's when the message was sent, then we started to head back west. And other than I don't remember if Amelia knew it was a wyvern. So, other than a unfortunate encounter on the road with a scaled monstrosity of death from the sky.
Some kind of dragon creature.
You were assaulted by a dragon?
No,
I
no,
think I figured out what it was, didn't I, Xavier?
What's that?
I'm pretty sure I figured out what it was when we were out there, didn't I?
Is it in your notes? Yeah, I can't help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, some kind of dragon shaped. I don't know if it was a dragon, but it had scales, wings, and it tried to eat Pearl. But
Oh, gods.
I mean, it did kill her. But
Oh,
scared,
gods. You
scared.
said that like she was alive still. Oh, my gods. I'm
No,
so
no,
sorry.
No, yeah, she's unfortunately and it took us a little bit more time because of that situation. We had to bury Pearl and haul the cart all the way across from I don't know where we were in the middle of nowhere for the most part, just outside the mountains of Brackenwood. Sorry.
Oh, I am so sorry. Wow. Okay.
That led us back here. We were able to make up a little bit of time over the past day, but that's why we're here as late as we are. But we made as much haste as we could without causing more risk to, well, anyone.
Understood. Okay.
They completely left out the part where Dench burned the bullfrog, and we still had to eat rations instead. But I burned a goat really bad too on like the first night, so I haven't been allowed to cook since then. But I'm just it's all part of the
I mean,
adventure.
I've never cooked a bullfrog before either, let alone
Yeah.
one that's 50 pounds.
They,
A 50-pound bullfrog?
It was
It was
huge.
it was a big boy. Yeah,
Wow. That's ridiculous.
I was not expecting to pull that in my net.
I think we're getting a bit off topic.
We are, yes. Sorry.
Anyways.
I thought it was important.
That,
Go ahead.
That was interesting, if nothing else. Thank you, Mr. Payne.
So our intention was to, obviously, to bring you the information, but and she kind of looks at the group for confirmation as she's saying this, we don't believe that this task is done until we investigate the coordinates related to this beacon. If it is related, that needs to be resolved. But
I think it's pretty obvious that it is related. I mean, the creatures that we've encountered before around other impact sites, attacked us that night. So
Right.
I do believe it is related.
Well, you've all said and told me a lot during this. I suppose she looks at Cornelius. It is a debriefing now, isn't it? He smiles and says, I told you.
Sorry for the rambling, story. You're right. I am not very good at laying out the timeline correctly. Thank you for being patient, and thank you, Amelia, for laying it all out.
Maybe I'll tell the story next time, and we'll get
Yeah.
through it a lot faster anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Or we'd get through it a lot slower because you get hung up on like the dumbest stuff.
Okay, so
Unicorns are not dumb. Okay, he was really cool.
why don't and she kind of reaches over and she takes the book from Cornelius. I'm going to go through this right now as we sit here, because obviously we have things for you as well. We've your payment, and she kind of points behind Cornelius's shoulder to the suit of scale mail that is sitting on the armor rack. And she kind of just runs her finger along the timeline. Okay, so there are a few things here. Cornelius, can you get me the pocket ledger for the coffers, please? And he starts digging through books. Right, so, first and foremost, okay. we owe you the mithril scale mail, as what you've been tasked to do is complete. That contract is done. I see you're all wearing armor. Mr. Dench, yours is a little beat up, but it could be repaired quite easily. So it's yours for the taking. If you're not interested, I'd be willing to give you fair market value for it, which would be 550 gold pieces if you'd like to do your own shopping. You can discuss that at your leisure. Second, she starts reading through the notes. Actually, give me a minute. If you want to just maybe take a moment and discuss your reward, how you want to go about it, I need to gather my thoughts on this next bit.
Cornelius, just to be so we're all clear, that is mithril scale mail up there?
He smiles. Yes, it is.
Okay. It's not anything I would wear, for sure.
DM question.
Yep.
I would be very shocked if so, but would Amelia have any idea what that means? Obviously, she knows what scale mail is.
Make a
but-
history check.
I guess same for Dench as well.
You can both make history checks, excuse me. Okay, what do we roll here? Sorry, I got so many screens pulled up. So I got a 12 and a 7. Okay, so Dench, I mean, it's some shiny-ass armor, and it does look like it's made out of metal, but it's not anything that you're really familiar with. Traditionally, Amelia, I'll give this to you. Traditionally, it's worn by elves, or people who are because of their species or race, more agile and dexterous than others. It allows them to kind of utilize the full weight of their movement and sneak and things like that while being well armored. You would also know that while wearing it, so essentially while wearing it, you don't have it doesn't make a lot of noise, so it's very easy to stealth in it. It does not require you to be physically strong to wear it. And it can come in any flavor of armor, essentially, that you would want.
And this is medium-sized, correct?
It is, it's for medium creature.
Okay. Perfect.
Does it have pauldrons, or is it gauntlets, or is it just?
It does, yeah. It's a full suit. So I guess what you see is we'll say it comes with the gauntlets as well, but they're optional. You know, it's kind of like a decorative thing, as long as you wear the full pauldrons, chest and side.
If that's mithril, and if the stories about it are true, Dunch, that could suit you very, very well.
Well, I mean, I do believe it could, but I feel like I'm starting to suck up a lot of the magic shit that we find along the way. To be honest.
Just to be clear, she looks up from the ledger. It's not magical. It's just masterwork crafted.
Oh well, I just meant the fact that Mr. Clee Hotsford gave me some braces when we were down his neck of the woods earlier. It would feel very unfair for me to take another suit of armor from somebody else.
Are you planning on leaving before we continue, or before we finish this?
Oh, hell no.
Then how is it unfair? If it would suit you best, and if you're planning on helping put an end to this evil, then it seems like you and your currently damaged armor are exactly in the right place at the right time for this.
Especially if it's going to help keep you alive, I agree.
Cornelius, how much does that armor weigh? Do you know roughly?
Not very much at all, actually. A couple of pounds.
Well, heck, if it's not heavy, Dench, and you don't want it, I'll take it then. Yeah, from a skinny elf to my size, though, would probably have to. You'd better just wear it.
Okay. Yes. All right. I suppose. I'll take it. I mean, I can't wear the gauntlets though. But
Amelia kind of looks over at it. I don't think you need to.
Quick correction. It does still have some weightiness to it. It's just that the joints of the armor flow very freely, thus eliminating the noise.
I probably wouldn't be strong enough to wear it anyway.
I mean, you're plenty strong, but Mithril's for the quick, and you plant yourself like an anvil on the field.
I don't know if I should be complimented or not. I appreciate that,
Being-
Amelia.
It's Amelia. You know she had no ill will in that whatsoever.
It's-
Sorry if that came across badly. I meant
I'm
it
not.
entirely as a compliment.
It's fine.
It's quite all right. Dench should have the armor.
I was gonna say I don't think Pain gets offended very easily anyway.
Thick skin.
Thick skull.
I know that one already.
Well, all right. I'll take the armor, and then if it turns out somebody else can make better use of it, then it's theirs.
All right. Well, that's settled then. You can don it at your leisure. The suit is yours. She crosses something out on the ledger in front of her. Very good. So, as far as the coordinates are concerned, I hear you out. I do believe that the next course of action would indeed be to investigate whatever this situation is, especially if it takes us straight into the belly of the beast. It could potentially allow us to eradicate whatever is happening here on the prime material. However, because there is no known location at that specific set of coordinates, and because it still does fall within Willow Hollow Wood, I would encourage you as a group to just pump the brakes for a couple of days. Allow me to get a group of scouts out into the woodlands. They'll go straight there, straight back. 2.5 days travel from those coordinates to the Emerald Tower. I'll have them scout whatever's there from a distance, bring information back so that you can at least go in with some sort of game plan or idea.
That sounds awesome. Dench could use a bath anyway.
It's not wrong. So could you, Pain.
Well, that's obvious. I mean, look at my beard. It is beyond. Ugh.
I mean, I think I probably am still a little encrusted with pearl.
Oh, that's awful. As far as payment, because I will, especially if this, well, I'm not having my scouts go in. You would be
Yeah,
going in.
that's-
Okay.
Yeah,
That
as far as you can without compromising yourselves.
Correct. We will rely very heavily on our keen elven sight and the knowledge of the surrounding woodland. I will make sure that I spend a group that specifically, I'll even send my rangers if I need to, that are very specialized in that region of the wood, in order to do so. Cornelius, she switches to like a hybrid dialect, and let's see. Actually, none of you know exactly what she's saying, but she says this word. It's like, Ijmanala Infernis. And he goes, of course. And he pulls a small box out and puts it in front of her. She turns it and she pops the box open. She says, as payment, I'll offer you the following. And to be clear, my intention here is that I want you to fully investigate whatever happens to be there, and if there are any of these creatures, corruptions, cultists, the 3 C's, I want it eradicated. I want it cut out of my wood, and hopefully off the prime material. If you can succeed at that, I would like to offer you this as partial payment. She opens the box, and you guys see this ring inside that has literally got flames licking up the side of it with these runes that kind of glisten and glow. This is a ring of warmth. The cold winter months are coming, even down here on the continent of Trinity. And this is a very special item. It makes you extremely resistant to being cold, and it also allows you to withstand temperatures of absolutely obscene levels of cold before having any issue. Along with this, Cornelius the Ledger, and he hands her up the book that she had requested earlier. 1,500 gold pieces?
Thank you.
Is that, do you think that's enough? That's alright, that and the ring? And of course, whatever you find there, is so long as it's not pertinent to this investigation or this situation, is yours for the taking.
Lyra, how much did that Revivify scroll cost?
I think it. Let me check my brain. I think it was 500 each.
So we burned 1,500, bringing you guys back. And then we also had to, Miss Tundra had to reincarnate 3 or 4 of hers at 1,000 a pop. I guess 1,500 will be okay if none of us die again.
What pain means to say is that's very kind and generous of you to offer that amount.
Is it that? Oh, I didn't realize that's what I said.
Is there any way that, I don't know if you would know of anywhere we could get, and I'm happy to support the churches, of course, but I don't want to go out without Revivify scrolls. So I don't know if you know if there's anywhere we get them from, because I think if I remember correctly, when I was buying them, we bought the last 2.
You'd have to speak to the churches about that. We keep emergency one-shot magic items here for the nobility in case of an issue. But I mean, I can't give you those, and I am not affiliated with any of the churches. We believe in a very strict separation in church and state within the realm of Willow Hollow, so they operate completely independently of our leadership.
Understood.
It's possible High Priestess Rosebloom will have had time to replenish, and we can stop at some of the other churches as well.
Yes, there are a number of churches. We've 3 in the city that I'm aware of. This actually kind of is going to bring me to my next point, though. As you mentioned that your Pearl was killed in an unfortunate Drake or Draconic attack, which, again, I'm so sorry for you, and I'm so sorry for her. I raised ponies and mules as a young girl, my first 150 years, on a small farm actually in western Willow Hollow near the Wood Elf slums. Well, they weren't slums back then, but I digress. So I have, and she starts to unfurl a scroll, I've been receiving information from a partner of mine, well, 2 partners of mine. One in Port Mira and the other in a little town far to the east called Gilb. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. They specialize in extraplanar creatures. They're pretty much a safe haven for anything from the outer realms that is visiting the prime material through the proper channels. I am receiving reports, though, and she kind of holds the scroll up and turns it around, and you see probably 5 or 6, like, bullet points with what appears to be different colored ink and even different colored handwriting. That this situation is not... Our situation is not exclusive to the prime material. This is happening on other planes of existence. And I fear that... Yes, and it's unfolding. There are other groups manifested throughout the cosmos currently trying to kind of put a stop to this. But if what you're saying is true, and if what Yaz Kadul's theory leads us to believe is true, and if this cult really is coming back, and it's that widespread, your job on the prime material may come to a conclusion in the next couple of weeks, but I fear that the job for existence is not quite done. And I say that because, unfortunately, Aerith Newell and his cultists, if this is true, have a very long multi-thousand-year history of coming to the prime material to wreak havoc. So there is no doubt in my mind that, while they may go to other places, that this may not be a focal point if something isn't done about it. Now, on that note, I understand you are without travel right now, and that is terrible, especially because between the lot of you, I'm sure you have a lot of things to carry. You purchased your cart already. There's investment. I have a contact in... where is she? She is in... Port Mira. We were just talking about Port Mira. Another contact in Port Mira. Her name is Lillian Tamara. She's a master artificer. And her specialty is actually working at the dark space port to repair and upgrade dark space vessels.
I'm sorry, where is this person? You said
Port Mira. Yes, at the
Mira.
dark space port. So I have been in contact with her over the past couple of days, trying to rack my brain about getting... this is going to sound ridiculous and selfish and rude and crude, but getting nobility structure from the capital cities off the prime material, if the worst should come to fruition at any point in time. But I don't think we're at that point quite yet. Anyways, I digress. She rolls out this long, rolled-up tube, and you guys see... this. So, this is the Astral Mother. Are any of you familiar with Spelljammers? Or any dark space vessel?
Am I?
Make an Arcana check.
Am I?
There
Make
was
an Arcana
nothing
check.
Flandrious, right? I mean,
No. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm pretty fucking positive that's a big no, but let me just double check.
I'm a jackal, I do not care.
Yeah, definitely not Philandrius.
The last
I'm
time
not a
I
jackal
brought
and
up
I got a 23. Sorry, go
dark
ahead.
space, I got looks. So I'll just say that I don't know anything about dark space.
Okay, Lyra, you are absolutely 100% confident that you know. Yeah, you know all the fucking... especially with your dad being in that line of work. He's not an artificer, but he is a tinkerer of great knowledge. And yeah, you guys have had long conversations, and he's probably even showed you schematics for before. You've never seen these blueprints, but you've probably definitely... You know what they are. Yeah. They can sail the stars. Typically, spellcasters are really, really good at piloting them, and all they have to do is put on a helmet, and it, like, they can telepathically control the ship, and, like, you can just fly through space at, like, 96 million miles a day.
So when she rolls out the blueprints, Lyra would like an excited toddler, I guess, like she would stand up on her chair and put both hands on the table, and she's looking down at it, and she goes, "Are you freaking kidding me right now?" She's just like looking.
What am I
Fane-
looking at? That's the weirdest sailboat I've ever seen.
It's so
Fane
much
would
better than a
peek
sailboat.
and go, sit back down. And eat.
There is a lot of food on the table, by the way. Well, there was.
Is it some kind of arrowhead?
So I have to admit I'm very ignorant to exactly what this is because I'm no craftsman of dock space vessels, but from what Lillian has told me, she's named it the Astral Mother. And the side vessels, I guess, I don't know what to call them, but they're called astral skiffs that can port inside of the thing. It's all beyond me. Anyways, my point is, she can tell you much more, I promise. She showed me these, and this was something that she has already had commissioned to be built. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually done. But it is not sanctioned by the astrological something with space artificers
Making
guild.
up words now.
I am, because I don't really know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, she said it wasn't sanctioned officially by some guild that puts these things into service. So she offered to sell it to me. But I figure, because these things, this is essentially the equivalent of an airship that can also traverse dark space. It can break through the aurora sphere of the prime material and travel between planes of existence. But when you are on the prime material, or any plane of existence from what I understand, most of them anyway, you can actually utilize it to just fly through the air, and it's very, very fast. Faster than walking. And I'm not trying to say that you don't deserve your pearl. I'm saying I'd like to give you an option because you lost your pearl. It is not free. She will need to be paid for it, but I do have some information on that if you're at all interested.
How much would something like that cost? That looks wildly expensive.
Probably like 1,500 gold or so. I mean, that's what our lives are worth.
Oh, pain.
What? The scrolls cost that much? I didn't set the price on the scrolls. They're expensive.
I'm
I
painfully
figured
aware.
a ship is maybe a little bit more than what our lives are worth.
Imagine it's
Yeah,
got to be
for
like
some reason.
30,000 gold or something. Like, crazy.
And yet, for some reason, 25 words is about half that price.
Right? Words are expensive too.
Yes. There's a lot. There's a lot here, obviously. Give me one moment, because apparently I deleted something from my notes. Hold on.
Oh god.
I don't even know how the fuck that happened.
Dun dun dun.
Now the problem is I add so many notes from like other so I have like questline files, and then I have like current notes files, and I cherry pick details from those files and put it in my current notes so I can reference it, like, you know, when shit like today's happening. So I have to just go into the quest file and find the actual thing.
And for the just descriptive, for descriptive reference, Amelia is quiet at this point, is just fiddling with her holy symbol and just listening very intently to this. Something's obviously on her mind, but is Amelia?
Canis is having a very seemingly deep conflict about the flying ship.
Okay.
Wayne doesn't even know it's a flying ship yet.
Same with Dench, yeah. He just thinks it's like some kind of weird sailboat that maybe flies. And I think Dench would probably be like looking down at the blueprints, and then like kind of like every once in a while kind of just instinctively looking up towards Lyra and like smiling as like she's like has like all the excitement of a toddler in her face.
And she is too. She's like looking at every single line. She's really like studying this thing, and she's got her eyes are like this big.
Hey, Payne has the excitement of a child too, but that's just because he's eating really good food.
Snacks.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. So pricing. So typically, what she was going to sell it to me for was 2,500 gold pieces. However, and that's relatively cheap, but it's cheap because it's not sanctioned by whatever Artificers Guild is out there. However, I would be willing to turn it over to you in order to get to her. However, her and I go a very long ways back, and I know for a fact I could get you at least a 25% discount on it. So you'd be looking at probably 1,875 gold pieces for the ship itself. And then I misspoke. The smaller vessels that dock inside of this vessel, they're kind of like escape vessels or something of the sort. Yes.
There are smaller itty bitty vessels that fit inside that big
Yes, apparently like single-manned vehicles.
vessels.
Yes.
Like skiffs or like.
Yes, they're called needle skiffs, actually, these particular ones, or astral skiffs, I guess. But those apparently, according to what she sent me in the letter, the area that holds these has room for 3, and she has the capability to sell all 3, but they are 500 gold each. So do with that what you will. You don't have to purchase those, but the base price.
Does a 25% discount apply to those as well, or just the vessel itself?
I may be pushing my luck a little bit with that one, as they are technically accessories, and this is the main object. But I can send a missive. Absolutely, I want to help you as much as I possibly can. Obviously, this issue is much bigger than all of us, and like my initial letter said that called you here, I've been at this for months prior to your arrival, trying to get this shit situated. Nobody has answered the call and succeeded, except you. So, I have invested a lot in you, and I will continue to do so. To the tune of, I'm willing to pay you your gold in advance, if this is something you want to pursue.
Well, if it's the only way to ensure that the I guess dock space or whatever it is you call it is safe, if it keeps the most people on all those other planets, whatever you call them, on as ours, then
It'd be all the
Yes.
planes plus ours.
And
yeah,
just to be clear, and just so that I'm being completely transparent, this is not the only way to make that happen. On Trinity, and I believe on Trubenshod, I'm not sure about the Wildlands, but I know on at least both of those continents, there are guilds that specialize in extraplanet travel that create gateways to other distant realms. So there is a network of arcane portals that can get you from point A to point B, should you choose to go that route instead. My thought was I would put them on the table, allow you all to discuss. You pick and choose how you want to do this, and I'll leave you to your thoughts.
Well, just as backup, it'd be good to know what those other methods are. So, I mean, yeah, when the time comes, honestly, I do probably think it's the best solution to use this vessel, personally.
Can we take a horse and wagon through those portals that travel us to wherever the other places were?
Some of them. Some of those places are very, very hostile to in the environmental factor. So
So we'd end up with another dead horse, and that would suck. Well, Lyra has our money, so Lyra?
What?
I don't think we
you
have enough.
the money.
No, we don't have enough to buy that right now.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we're riding a horse.
Well, we would still need to ride a horse to that location anyway. Where did you say Port Mira? So
Yeah, and that's so we did have something else we need to tend to.
yes.
Maybe while your scouts are scouting that out. She'll look toward Amelia.
Amelia seems deep in thought at the moment. So just kind of.
she means you.
Ruins of Ankmere, you said, Amelia, correct? Is your friends?
Oh, Priestess Alara, we can't forget about her.
I
Yes, and
assure you I have not forgotten, but that is many days' travel west.
if we decided to go this route, it would take time to get to Port Mira, but it would substantially lessen the amount of time it would take to get to your friend. And then everywhere else we need to go after that.
Oh, so you're saying go straight to Port Mira,
I mean,
see if we
we're-
can procure
yeah.
the ship, and then go to Ankmere, and then
Yes, because we're talking about days versus several hours at that point with the way that these things run. If we get this, it could be 5 to 6 hours that it would take us to get from Port Mira down to the ruins.
how far away is Port Mira? What, like 5 days?
Yeah, is somebody gonna just pop the map open?
Okay.
I assume. Well, she's got the map open on the table anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you guys all over to this.
We would need to travel to Port Mira. It's not possible that the this ship could be flown here.
Your business is with Lillian, not me. I'm just getting you a discount and giving you money.
Right.
You deal with your own business.
We
Or
need to
not.
procure it. Mm-hmm.
So. Okay. Lyra, why don't you give me a survival check with advantage because you know what these things are?
Ew.
That was rude as fuck.
That was double fives.
It didn't come across, but I got 2 5s.
Flat, that's all? Just 5? Okay.
Yep.
And no bonuses, no rerolls, no nothing? You're good? You're gonna take the 5s?
You know what? I'll use my inspiration.
I mean, I'm not pushing you to do it. I'm just saying you do whatever the hell you want.
I'll use my inspiration. So, do I roll one or both?
No, you re-roll the whole roll. It's still got
Okay.
advantage.
Hey, that's way better. I got a nat 20 on that one.
Can you please refresh your thing because it's not showing up?
I'm gonna do a test because it worked at the beginning, so I don't know why it's not coming across now. Now it did.
Okay, so you, with that, would know...
Are you going off the nat 20?
What?
I got a nat 20 when I did the reroll. That last one was just a test.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I was just making sure. You said with that, so I wanted to make sure.
No, yeah, because, well, you didn't let me even start my sentence. With that, and then I was going to say something. Give me a minute. Okay, so with that, you would know that getting to Port Mira from Willow Hollow on foot will take you 5 days, which is a pretty long time. However, if you were to utilize the full speed of a dark space vessel, even like the most basic of dark space vessels, it would take you like a day and a couple hours. So you're moving almost 5 times faster in a dark space vessel. If you guys decided to go from Port Mira, and you guys see as Lyra traces a line, give me 1 second, as she traces a line through the sky, and she does not move around obstacles on the map, which is also an important thing to note.
Just straight laser lines.
It would take you less than 3 days to get to the ruins of Ankmir all the way from Port Mira, and you would wager that that's more like a 2-week on foot sort of thing.
2-week on foot from Willow Hollow, or 2-week from
Port Mira.
Yeah.
And actually, let
But
me...
even still, it would be less to go to Port Mira and then fly to Ankmir than it would to walk
Right.
all the way from Willow Hollow to Ankmir.
Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. And then one other thing. Candace, I will give this to you because a nat 20 is fucking amazing. So this is a little bit on interplanar travel. So, so you know that these ships are proficient at traveling like within a plane of existence, not just in between them. Should they find a suitable place to land. That's the one big thing. So sometimes you might have to land outside of wherever you're at. Like, you can't really land in wooded trees, because if you fuck the ship up, it's, you know what I mean? Like, eventually you're going to have to stop for repairs, and that could be a whole thing, or whatever. Anyways, so not all vessels are capable of landing in a outside of a dark spaceport. That's just an important thing to note. Traveling across a plane happens at 8 miles an hour, which is fast, and you can travel 96 miles in a day in clear condition on most planes of existence, assuming the helmsman flies for 12 hours straight. And then if you want to, if somebody, whoever the helmsman is, the person wearing the actual spelljammer, if they want to push themselves, they can, essentially they'll have to make constitution saving throws versus exhaustion, but they can push faster than that 96. Like, if you're really in a fucking hurry and you're like, no, I'm going for 18 hours today instead of 12, you can definitely do that. But now the benefit of that is that it's only the helmsman who could potentially suffer, and they might not suffer. It's not the entire crew walking on foot. And Lyra, because again, you know about these things, I will give you this information as well. A lot of these vessels require a crew. Anybody can be trained to do any job. Full stop. Anyone. Well, except for probably Kane is, because he doesn't have fucking hands. But there is... these are the types of crew that you've got. You've got your standard crewmen, who are crewmates. They just run day-to-day operations, perform repairs, like minor repairs, weapon systems, prepare meals, clean, all that shit. Then there is an engineer. So if the ship has any high tech or like really high magical systems on it, they are required. Somebody must be certified on the ship to repair and manage those machines. There is a weapons crewman, and those are people who become proficient with the ship's weaponry, if there is weaponry on the ship. And then they specialize in it, so should shit hit the fan, they know how to fire it. There's a navigator and a helmsman. The navigator and helmsman work hand in hand, but they are two separate things. The navigator is a specialist who can plot the route in between the planes of existence in dark space to avoid large objects, foreign bodies, things like that. They're the ones who actually set the course. A helmsman is the one who wears the spelljammer and, quote-unquote, physically, mentally really, steers the ship. They drive it. They're the ones who are actually putting their conscious into the ship to control it. You rolled it was a nat 20, right? Not a dirty 20?
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to give you this as well. Okay, this is just for your notes if you want to RP it. Engineer requires at least 4 weeks of training to become certified. A weapons crewman requires 2 weeks in order to become certified. A navigator requires 6 weeks to become certified. And a helmsman requires 2 weeks. to become certified. And standard crew, because they're just so lowly, bitch boy, essentially like servant types, anybody can do the fucking job. Some better than others, but it doesn't require any actual training.
Okay, got it.
Whew. Okay. And that's all I got. Go ahead.
I don't suppose Laurie would know if like what skills would be required for which part. Like
I was gonna.
She
ask
hasn't
you.
even started the RP yet.
Yeah.
So I'll let that kind of happen naturally.
Okay, so knowing that this could be a route we want to go, a few things to keep in mind. These things are amazing, but not all of them can land outside of a spaceport. So if we want to go somewhere that doesn't have a spaceport, we might have to walk a bit anyway. It just depends on where the closest spaceport is.
Do we know if the Astral Mother has that capability, judging on the blueprints?
Would I know that looking at the blueprint?
Yeah, you rolled well just to see what the hell this thing was. So you grab the blueprint, you kind of look over it. Just make an intelligence check for me. Actually, are you proficient in investigation?
I am. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and add your proficiency bonus to that then.
Okay, so my proficiency bonus is a 3. So I've got an 18.
Oh wait, hold on.
Or I have a +6, but
Well, you're already proficient in intelligence, so 15 is fine.
Yeah.
15 is fine anyways. Yeah, so you grab it, you kind of like you look at it, and you're kind of trying to understand. Like you're like, it doesn't look like it has any sort of landing gear underneath it, which tells you that maybe not. But then in the very bottom right hand corner, you find like a legend, and you kind of like squint down into the legend, and you're like, oh shit, okay, that's number. You start to kind of like trace. You're like, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it comes out of the bottom of the wings, on the very lower level wings, and then you confirm it does. It should be able to land so long as it's solid ground. It does not look like it's aquatic, so it probably can't go underwater or through liquids. But as far as it can either stay at a spaceport or land. This is also, by the way, like looking at the size of it, like and the scope on the blueprints, it's not a very big ship. It's actually pretty small compared to most like galleons of dark space. This is just a little thing, it's just enough.
yeah, so she'd do that. She'd like be tracing her fingers, and she'd be like, no, I don't think. Oh, wait. Oh, you sneaky bitch. Actually, I think this one can. But it doesn't have water capability as far as I can tell.
Okay, so we can't land in water and then swim out to where
Right.
we need to be.
Yeah, but it is nice that we wouldn't need to have a spaceport.
It's nice that I won't have to
Yeah.
swim.
That too.
So the one thing that goes along with this, which is pretty cool actually, is just like a ship that goes on water, there has to be a crew to man this. So there's standard crewmates. They do the minor repairs and check over the equipment and the weapon systems and make meals and clean and so on and so forth.
That's Canis.
There's engineers. The engineers, they have to be very carefully trained in how to maintain, fix, and use the high magical systems on the vessel. So you do have to be certified for that role. You don't for a standard crewman, but for an engineer you would. So it takes 4 weeks to become certified as an engineer for one of these.
That also sounds like Canis.
A weapons crewman. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You become proficient with all of the weaponry on the ship, and you know how to fire
Does this thing have a gun on it? Or like what kind of weapon does it have on it?
Looking at the blueprints, Xavier.
Yeah, so what you see on this thing, you're trying to understand like the weapon system portion of the blueprint. You're unfamiliar with like some of the terminology because it's written in like engineer script. but the best you can make out on it is that it works a lot like a ballista, except that it what it does is the way it reads is that it breaks the ballista down like the ballista bolt, and so you need to load it with a physical bolt, but it breaks that bolt down and turns it into force energy and fires it so that it can actually traverse long distances in dark space.
Sick.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
think
shit.
of a ballista and how that works, it's kind of like that, except instead of a ballista bolt, you'll be shooting like an energy ball.
Like your
Well-
magic missiles, kind of?
Not quite as good as my magic missiles.
But the way that it reads, like as far as the calculations, it's pretty similar, except this is not. It doesn't like unerringly hit whatever you fired at.
Yeah, the only difference is it's not a guaranteed hit, but it is the same idea. Yes. But with
Well,
a
I
ballista.
mean, I've been around ballista from time to time. I can probably figure that part out.
Okay, and that's 2 weeks to become certified in that one.
I was
Sure,
going
that
to
doesn't sound
suggest
like-
Canis, but definitely Dench on that one.
Canis
was
can
that,
carry the
Canis?
bolts.
Canis doesn't have any thumbs. The next one is Navigator. So the Navigator works very closely with the Helmsman. They plot the routes in between planes of existence and dark space to make sure that we don't crash into anything. Pretty important job, this one. And it takes 6 weeks to become certified. And then the last role is the helmsman. So the helmsman has to wear the spelljammer, and they put their consciousness into the ship to control it. So it's through mental stability, really, and connection. And that takes 2 weeks to get certified.
Lyra, can you say that again, but unwizardy?
The
You have an
helmsman part?
engineer to fix the ship. You have someone to study the charge. You have someone to fire the big gun, and then you have someone to pilot the ship.
And you have someone who, well, kind of. You have somebody who plots the route and somebody who pilots the ship, and they have to work carefully together.
You said the helmsman, which I'm assuming is the pilot, they wear the spelljammer, and they
Yeah,
put
what
their
does that
mind
mean?
into the ship.
Yeah, there's like a helmet that you put on your head, and then you can connect your consciousness to the ship, and you tell it, hey, go this way, or don't go this way.
Oh, like speaking with the ship mind to mind. Are the ships alive then, or is it more like a magic item?
It is more like so I guess you could. Oh man, I feel like it's okay. That's just my personal opinion. So I guess you could consider it like a magic item, but instead of so when you have a magic item that you have to connect with, and you can feel that it connects to that portion of your spirit, I guess. This does that twice. So whoever is the helmsman has to be willing to sacrifice those 2 connection spots. So there's a bit of a sacrifice there.
Does it take as long as that normally takes to do?
Yep, you would need to be able to hang out with your ship for at least 2 little nappy poos.
Well, that's probably, well, depending on what it requires, it's probably one of the few jobs I can do. But I think, Lyra, you're also capable of it.
But we're just talking about doing this maybe, I mean, in the future after we're done with everything else, right? We can't, I mean, traveling up to Port Mira, that's days away, and it's on the opposite side of the continent. I mean, northwise, and then weeks of training. I'm sorry, I can't take that time away. I can't. It can't. I can't wait 6, 7 weeks to be able to travel west. It's already been a month, more than.
That's fine. So I was going to suggest, knowing that Amelia had been trying to be the biggest proponent of getting you to your friend, there are crew members for hire, from what I understand, at ports. So if we wanted to get there faster, we could have a crew fly the ship there initially, do what we have to do, get back to Port Mira, and then do the training. Assuming nothing else comes up that is urgent or immediate.
But that's still what, 2, 3 weeks of traveling to go north.
If we walk,
Plus,
no, it's 5 days to get to Port Mira from here. If we walk to the ruins, it's going to be much, much longer than that. That's why we're trying to find the quickest route to help.
and the quickest route is going north, raising a bunch of coin, and then going south again. How much
So-
faster are these things?
So
I
let's
accept
pay
that.
250 gold to send a message, buy the ship, hire some people, have them fly the ship down to us, and then we'll fly from here with them somewhere else, and then we don't have to walk anywhere.
I feel like nobody's heard anything I've said today. We don't have to pay 250 gold to send messages anywhere. I
right.
can do that now.
Right.
Number
I
one.
always forget.
Do you know who to contact? I mean,
The shipbuilder, probably.
well, yeah, I know. What's her name? Lillian Tamara was over there.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention.
But I assume you would not have to know. I don't know the person a little more intimately. Just a name. I'm sure there's a lot of
Maybe.
Lillians out there. They're probably like shouting into a crowd, you know.
Yeah, Canis was able to send a message, though, sort of.
Really?
He just had to spend a lot of money to do it.
I spent nothing.
Ah, fair.
It's true. Yeah, actually, technically true.
Getting a ship, it's, I mean, that feels right. Like, I've known my journey was going to go to dark space. Canis, it seemed like your path was leading there too. But is now the right time for that?
Well, there are obviously things in on this world that we need to wrap up before we go anywhere else.
And we can do it much faster if we have the ship, and here's why.
That is
5
true.
days to walk to Port Mira. Okay? If we leave for the ruins now from here, it will take us 10 days, assuming we don't run into any issues. 10 days. If we walk the 5 up to Port Mira, hire a team who, in my understanding, there's always at least one crew ready to go. They just want the money, which we are getting money, from what I understand. We really only need a helmsman at this point because we need somebody willing to make that sacrifice of the two to get us down to the ruins so that we can find your friend or I don't know, friend or
Mentor, maybe.
which will take 3 days. So that's only 8 days instead of the 10. And I can guarantee with almost 100%, about 99.9% certainty, because they always taught us to leave that little room for error, there will be no issues in the sky, which means it will be 8 days.
That dragon
Okay, that
came
just-
from the sky. Go ahead,
You're gonna-
Candace.
Fucking.
God
She's
damn.
gonna
It
throw a
did.
bun. She's gonna throw a bun at Pain.
Payne, make
Catch it with your
a
mouth.
dexterity saving throw. I want you to catch this so bad. This is like
I
going to
do
Texas
too, honestly.
Roadhouse. Do it with advantage because this is food. Oh fuck! You don't even need the advantage. Yeah, so you you fucking whip the bun and literally Payne is just like ah.
Perfect. Now you
Just-
can pop. Okay.
And I'm the
Muscle.
asshole.
And I'm the end.
Okay, so by
That
my
being said,
calculations, 8 days is better than 10.
Not
That
good at math,
being-
but I know that's better. Yeah.
right, that all being said, the scouts are going to take 2.5 days.
2.5 days one way, Canis. It's 5 days total, just so we're clear.
And I think
All right.
if we for some reason decided to, which we're not, Amelia, if we decided we needed to stop here, it would be way faster to do that also if we're up at Port Mira. If for some reason we deviate, which is not the plan.
Amelia's gonna also look at the map, hearing what Lear's saying, and
Okay.
actually, and I've got it pulled up in my notes, so it might make sense to go up then to Port Mira and do that stop before going to the ruins. That timing feels it feels right. If it's going to take the scouts 5 days, plus investigating time, and it'll take us 5 days to get to Port Mira, we'd be back by this beacon, or back here pretty much when the scouts were, maybe a little after.
And we will, with the discount and the payment, have enough to purchase it. We won't have
Do
to.
we know how much a helmsman would cost?
I don't know if I would know that.
That might be a little bit outside your wheelhouse, but I'll tell you what. Go ahead and just give me a history check for this one.
Don't take the advantage; it just does automatically.
Yep. Okay, so we'll just take the 17 because it was the first roll. Is that how it shows up in roll 20 as well?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll take the 17. So a helmsman,
We could afford it. It's gonna be tight. They go for because of the sacrifice they're making. It's usually about 50 gold a day.
You said that, the other ones took weeks of training. Does the helmsman take weeks of training?
2.
Complex system, so it makes sense. I would assume.
I'm sure we could just wing it.
That might be worth asking, Mullen about. He might either have the training or know someone that does.
Sorry, who are you gonna ask that?
She stops, sighs, fully rolls her eyes, and then says, "The creepy paladin that stabbed himself."
Oh,
did get it right.
That guy?
We all know who that is. You could ask him. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing to use the resources we have. And worst cases, we find somebody. But what I will say, and I need everybody to really pay attention, Pain.
He's speechless because I'm speechless. He just looks at you like
And you
rolling
have
his
a
mouth
bread
like,
in your mouth, yeah.
It's
Huh?
so very important, and this is not a joke. And her face is like the most serious you guys have ever seen it. If you don't have the training and you put that helmet on, you will not be fixable. Your
that probably
brain,
wouldn't. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
your brain will get scrambled, completely scrambled. That's why the training is so important. So it's okay for us to tee-hee and haha right now, but if we actually go through with this, I don't want any of you getting hurt like that.
Well, what about cases of emergencies? Like, what happens if you go down and then we're, out of a pilot? How do we?
Well,
Well, I don't want to put the helmet on then.
I
Canis,
can't
maybe you
imagine.
can get your brain scrambled back to normal.
I feel like you'd
Can't
have
imagine
less
you
to
can
lose
paddle
than I
away.
will.
Does it float, Dench? I thought they said no water.
Yeah, no.
It looks like
That
a
was
boat.
just a joke. Yeah. It
Oh,
looks like
okay.
a boat. I thought it was, but apparently that's not.
so
Might be good for everybody to kind of double up on training for each location, especially when it comes to the helms person.
At least
So-
2 people.
to answer your question, anybody who has the ability to cast spells can learn. If you can't, then
Freaks
it
me out.
heightens the risk, of that happening. Like sorcerers, because they have that innate ability for magic, they could probably not learn and sit down and put the helm on and figure it out. But even me being the top of my class, I'm going to have to go through the 2 weeks of training. And it's always a good idea to have a backup, whether it be a hired hand or a member of our party who's willing to go through the training.
What about? Well, I'm a strange case because I can't exactly cast spells, but at the same time, I can cast spells.
Right.
You are a
So
magical
As
creature.
well as
so
I am
feel
a
like,
magical being. So would
you're
I be
a
capable?
creature. I don't know, and that scares me a little bit. I mean, we could go through the training and see, see if they would put you through the training, and if they say no, then it's no.
May I interject for just a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
I don't understand much about traversal through dark space, but if there is one thing I have learned from Lillian in my time conversing with her about her calculations and mishaps and all sorts of crazy business, everybody should at least be capable of putting that helm on in the case of an emergency. It flies so fast through dark space that if you need to get out of a bad situation and everyone is down but one, it is not worth sacrificing the entire group. It's only 2 weeks. You all take the class together, learn how to do it. Obviously, you're going to have to ask some questions about Canis as he's a familiar, but it's truly, I think, for the investment, even if you want to also learn how to do something else, be a weapons specialist or an engineer or something of the sort, do that. Follow your dreams. But everybody, first and foremost, should learn how to be a helmsman, just in case.
That's very wise, yeah.
So take a minor in helmsmaning.
Exactly.
If I can, even, because Lyra said, like, I need to be able to cast a spell, and I think I'm the only one.
No, no.
You know.
Lyra, allow me to maybe just. You don't have to be able to cast or perform incantations in order for this to work. It helps. It helps. If there are objects in dark space you need to navigate around that your navigator maybe missed, sometimes it will take magical energy, ley energy, in order to avoid or to dodge those things, but it is not required. Anybody can fly the ships.
Right. And I
see.
think I misrepresented what I was trying to say, which is the chances of your brain getting scrambled are higher if you can't cast magic and you haven't gone through the training.
Right. If you've no experience whatsoever, not good. My brain would be mush.
Got it. Oh,
Sorry, I was really excited.
it's okay. It's an exciting piece of magic, technology. Oh,
Yes. It's just stupid exciting. So, and it's going to be a game changer for us because right now time is of the essence with what we're dealing with, frankly. The longer we have exposure to these things, the longer things are exposed to others, the more danger it creates. And we have let her eyes go toward Amelia. We have let some of the more important things to us go for too long. And we have other places we still need to visit. And her eyes go back to Dench. And I think being able to do that more quickly and efficiently is only going to help all of us.
I agree completely, Leroy. As long as we have the resources to take care of what we need. Does this need fuel? Do we need to, like, I don't know, burn coal or something? I'm sorry, that's probably a stupid question. I guess we can figure all that out as we go.
I think I know it.
Probably got some, like, I don't know, channel magic into it, or maybe it's, I don't know,
I mean, does it
throw rocks at it
require-
and it'll work.
Does it require blood? Do you think?
Probably not.
Brain juice?
Maybe.
Feed a baby into it every once a week?
The ritual sacrifice? Yeah, maybe.
I was gonna go there, and then I was like, nah, I won't go that way. Way to go, Dench.
Maybe feed it a goat.
So
Try your
it's not
firstborn.
it's not a stupid question, Dench. It doesn't take fuel. It does take an energy source. There's a power chamber that gets created by an artificer, and it lasts X number of years. So it might once in a while have to get replenished, or if you're in battle and it gets blown out, the
I was concerned
helmsman.
about that.
Yeah, the helmsman can actually donate some of their energy to it in order to get you the last bit of the trek until it can get fixed.
Okay. Okay, so what did we say the grand total was? It was 1875, and then plus some for the
Probably
navigator.
50 a day. Well, for the helmsman, it'll be like 50
The
a
helmsman,
day.
yes.
Yeah.
Right, and if you decide to buy, just for your records, notate it. 500 is what she's telling me per needle skiff or
Right.
astral skiff. And if you want, I know you're good for it. You've proven it at least 3 times for Willow Hollow, and you've assisted Cogbach, and you've assisted Brackenwood and Brackenford. I'm willing to pay you up front for completion of whatever this ring location is. I will give you your 1,500 gold right now, cash in hand, and I'll give you the ring afterwards, just like we held on to the scale mail. If that's what you would like, if it would help you out.
Well, to be fair, that's a pretty risky proposition because we've all died already, except for Dench. Good job, Dench. But
So,
it's probably a good idea, otherwise we won't be able to get it.
Well,
So what am I supposed to make of that?
he doesn't.
I don't know. It just kind of came out. I didn't. It just was.
He doesn't have a
Yeah.
filter.
Sorry.
I
I'll eat
think
more.
I don't want to speak for everybody, but I do think that we can't do it without the payment up front. So
I suppose that's that. Cornelius? Yes, of course, I've been sitting here dreaming of counting out 1,500 gold pieces, so here you are. And he puts a small pouch on the table, opens it, and tips it upside down, and it just starts to pour stacks of 10, and he just lays out 1,500 gold.
Wouldn't it be better to platinum to make it less? I'm sorry.
I thought you'd all bought a coin purse at the pocket plane.
Oh, we did, but I was just, I'm wondering if it might be easier for you to count out the 1,500 in platinum. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just talking out loud. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
I'll take 1,500 platinum.
Me too.
Well, not 1,500 platinum, but I mean 1,500 equivalent in platinum. Whatever. Don't mind me. I'm just talking.
So, I take it we all probably need a good night's sleep. As she looks between Payne and Dench.
It's
Dench still needs a
morning now,
bath.
right? Yeah, I do need a bath. We did wake up like relatively.
So it's about 11:45 right now in the morning. Yep.
Oh, see, I was thinking it was very late at night. That was my bad.
Nope.
I
I
had
covered
my
that. I
times-
covered that in the recap.
I had my
So-
I got the time. I didn't have morning or night. So that was my bad.
I know there's a few things around town we need to get ourselves handled, but I mean, yeah, I could definitely go for a bath for sure, and then clean up some of my gear.
Well, okay. When are we looking to set out then? And what coin do we have, if any, to be able to get other supplies?
I mean, I have 40 on in my backpack, 40 gold, and then I think we have some others, but I think a lot of it needs to go to the ship. But yeah, we are relatively low on supplies. We pretty much came in here almost on empty.
Oh, we've got some money back at Lyra's place, and those gem shards. I forget if they were amethyst.
Calm out.
or
Hey,
something.
guys. Never mind. Candace tried to blame something on you guys, and then she caught herself. She did.
Well, I probably did it.
No, she said somebody was adding gold when there was an issue with the party inventory, and then I said, "Hold up, I'm gonna call him out," because we had this conversation about 20 sessions ago where I said only Candace changes party gold, and then she said, "Wait, no, don't say anything. I didn't. I don't know. It was me." Okay.
I did move 40 gold from my purse into my backpack.
Oh, that's fine. That's not an issue. No, it's just like the actual like party, because you have it set up with a coin purse, right?
Yeah.
The actual coin purse. Okay.
Because that armor sent me over the edge, so I needed to readjust some stuff to make me not encumbered.
Yeah, and that was just literally a suit of mithril scale mail. So.
It's still 45 pounds apparently.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's not like old 3rd edition where it's also like 15% of the weight or whatever.
Mistress Rosanna, I have a spell in mind that I talked over with my party, and I need 2 platinum rings worth 50 gold each. You wouldn't happen to have those around, or know someone I could get them from around town?
Platinum rings. No. I hate to say it, but I don't wear platinum just as a rule of thumb because it's kind of a gaudy material for jewelry. But I'm sure there's someone. We do have people who work in platinum. Could probably try the general goods store, Bulwarks. He may be able to lead you to somebody. If not, if it's a spell that you cast specifically, try maybe one of the temples?
All right, thank you.
Before we go and, well, set out again, did you have any questions or anything else you needed to know from our admittedly jumbled debrief? Or
I'm-
anything else?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time? I apologize.
No. Amelia had said before we set out, it was essentially did they have any other questions about like the debrief or anything else they needed to know?
I think you've told us pretty much everything, and I think we've just worked through everything that I had for you. No. Is there anything else you have for me, or anything else you need from me?
Yes. Can we
Okay.
use the bath and spend the night in the rooms again?
I suppose. Yes, of course you can. Yes, you are
Thank
esteemed.
you.
You are all esteemed mercenaries of Willow Hollow. Officially, by the way. Not on paper, but by my own word. So yes, feel free, stay the night. You can take to your rooms, and the elementals will have everything heated as you see fit. Or cooled, however you like it. If you'll excuse me, Cornelius, could you please take those down to the archives and then send a copy up to my study? I'm going to go check on Kiana and just make sure that she has everything that she needs. And if all of you need anything from me, please just let Cornelius know. Cornelius, you come fetch me should there be anything pertinent.
Actually, about that, if Lyra can do that message spell now over great distance, should things go directly to Cornelius still? Or should they go to you directly if there's pertinent information?
Cornelius kind of looks up from his book, and he just kind of like the... And she looks down at him and over to you, and she just gets this big shit-eaten grin, and she goes, Lyra, if you're capable of performing a sending incantation, please send it to Cornelius, my scribe, and he will get the information to me post-haste, and I will get a reply to you post-haste.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you. I didn't want to for us to be debating it if something was urgent.
If you can, I guess send word to Kiana of our thanks for her tireless efforts to research all this artifacts we had brought to her. Appreciate the risk that y'all are taking having those crazy bones here.
We absolutely will, and all of the fail-safes that you've discovered along the way have made her project even more successful, as I think that we're finally getting she thinks she's finally getting somewhere with what they all are, exactly what their intention is. Now that you've brought that hourglass back, that is fantastic. I'm excited to see what she has to say about that. But yes, I will send my regards to her. She comes very, very highly recommended from the Tower of Ngatu in the Underdark. I believe it's the western region of the Underdark. And her superiors speak very highly of her, so hopefully everything works out for the best, because she's taking this information back to her own people to hopefully have a fix for the problem, or at least have more information for the problem, so... Anyways, if you'll excuse me, she kind of glances down at the bowls in front of Payne. More sweet rolls?
No, I could hardly eat another. Maybe one more.
Okay. I'll have them brought in. If you'll excuse me, I will take my leave. indulge in the baths as you see fit.
Did she leave the blueprints sitting there?
Yeah, the blueprints are on the table.
Perfect.
Well, all right. I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna get myself cleaned up, and then I suppose go about town to gather supplies with whatever we have left after, we factor in the ship and such.
Cornelius immediately stands up, by the way, and sits in Rosanna's chair.
Well, that didn't take you long.
To be fair, it's technically my chair. I've put more ass time in this thing than she has.
That's fair. I want to go home too while we have the chance. While we're here, you guys don't have to come.
I don't know. I suppose I would like to give my apologies and my thanks to your father for the pistol that he made. I think I did get to say thank you to him, didn't I? At one point.
Yeah, I think you thanked him last time we were here. We don't need to apologize for anything.
Maybe you're right. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna get myself cleaned up.
Good, you smell like dead horse. Now go.
Canis.
Well, you smell like a dog.
Jackal.
I set it off, Mike, because I knew it was coming.
I said what I said.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in the door.
I'll be back too. I'm probably.
That's what you
also
get,
dancing
Dench.
in the door.
Oh no, I'm stuck.
God damn it, I have to shift you all. Hold on. Hold on one sec. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's one of those weird little goofy fucking bugs.
It's still weird. I can't see any of the doors or windows anymore.
Yeah, I don't understand how that happened. Give me one sec. Actually, hang on, Amelia. I have an idea about yours. Give me one sec. No? Yeah, no, your shit's... Yeah, your dynamic lighting is all on. Low light, field of it. Yeah, it's all... weird.
I can't see the door icons, but I can still interact with them. Like, I can still open and close doors. Like, it still has
Oh,
the
weird. I can't.
hand change.
Oh,
Yeah, it turns into
I
the
can
hand
too.
shape, but it doesn't.
Are they on a different layer or something?
Nope.
Did that
Nope,
go
it's
weird?
not. Nope,
Okay.
that's not how it works. Yeah, it all. When you load it from Dungeon Alchemist, it automatically populates. There's like a whole code to it. It's fucking crazy the way that you have to load the maps in, and it just places everything where it's at. But it's okay. It is what it is. This map has also been altered a shitload because we've visited it like 20 different times. Okay, who needs to get out? Where are you guys? Are you guys trying to get out of this place, or are you guys going to rooms?
Oh, well, Lyra was kind of chasing down Dench.
And where's Dench going?
He was going to take a bath.
Yeah, he was heading to his room to like drop off his gear and then probably
Got
to
it.
the bathhouse. Yeah.
All right, I'll just put you guys in the bath. For those of you going to the bathhouse, I'll just move you in there for now. And then what is Payne, Canis, and Cornelius doing? Canis or not Cornelius, Jesus Christ, I'm talking to myself. Amelia. There is, by the way, when Rosanna leaves, a guard comes in and he sets a single, like, teeny tiny, like, teacup size porcelain saucer down in front of Payne, and it has a single sweet roll on it.
He would eat that before he went for his bath.
Should have added a 0 pain.
All right. See, Payne can get through the doors.
Until I got here.
What the
And then this door won't behave.
All right. Canis, are you trying to... Is everyone trying to go to bed? Oh, wait, Canis? Oh!
Yeah, I can go.
Oh! Because he's little. Amelia's stuck. Oh, shit! No, she's not! Oh! Oh, she...
Yeah, looks like I can. I
Holy
was
shit.
testing to see if I could move.
Show off.
Yeah, I just paladined
Show
it.
off.
When Dench left, like preferably before everybody leaves, if at all possible, Lyra would have followed him out and said, I didn't mean to, you can come home with me if you want to. I just don't want anyone to feel like they have to. But I'd love it if you did.
Well, I don't want to. I don't want to intrude on your family time or anything.
It's not an intrusion if I'm inviting you.
I guess that's fair. I do enjoy your father. A little racist, but he's fun.
He's a lot of racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned that the hard way when I started school. He says a lot of things you shouldn't say.
That's okay. I mean, I've also met plenty of people who have no filter. So it's okay. I like your father,
Okay. I
and like I said, like as much as I would like to thank him as much as I can for what he did and making the pistols.
yeah.
Like he said,
And they're still here whenever you are ready. Okay. She'll look like
I'll be out momentarily.
yeah, she'll like look down the hallway and then like just go the opposite direction. Eventually she'll take a bath too.
Yeah, eventually everybody ends up in the bathhouse. The water elementals kind of heat the water up for you guys as you come in. It becomes like this steaming, like, pseudo sauna. Everybody kind of disrobes down to whatever they're comfortable with and gets into the bath. I'll allow you guys to... Well, okay, fuck you, Kane, it's fine. Skin him, Dench! Get the axe! No.
So let me just take off my fur real quick.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you guys all indulge in your bath. I'm fine with sake of breveting it, but if you guys want to RP and just kind of chill and relax, please fucking take your time. This has been a really cool session, so.
Lyra, did I hear you say something about going to your family's house? Had some earwax resin or something I was trying to get, and I didn't
No.
hear the conversation.
Yeah.
Going to your family's?
Yes, I'd like to stop home.
Yeah, I like your dad.
That's good. That makes sense.
Yeah, I thought you're hoping to get some earwax from him. I was like, that's a
No,
weird
but maybe
request.
he has rings. He likes tinkering and stuff like that.
Oh, ulterior motive.
No, I didn't think of that until I was like,
I'm just kidding, Payne. I'm just kidding. I
ulterior
keep-
motive. There's money somewhere in your house.
Under my bed. You're right.
Aha, right there. We might need that.
And gems
Check
too.
receipts.
Yeah.
That does make it a little awkward of a. We just still have to pay that back at some point. This is going to take precedence because we've let Amelia's friend go too long.
Yeah.
But we should make the most of having a quick means of transportation so that we can pay back my estate so that my parents don't end up on the street because that'd be real embarrassing and my mom works really, really hard.
We're not gonna
My dad
let
does
that
too.
happen. Don't worry. Don't worry.
They'll be fine. It'll be fine. I mean, yeah. I probably.
If there's the risk of that, then we pay that back first and travel on foot. If there's
Make it right.
any risk to your family's home.
No, we didn't spend that much. I just, I've never owed my parents money before, and it's very uncomfortable.
I think Lyra's dad would be the one to ask about that anyway, Amelia. Because
don't.
he would probably tell us what he would say. I think I know what he would say, but you tell us what he would say.
You tell me what he would
Yeah.
say. I want to know what you think he would say.
He would say, if we are making a list of people who should be borrowing money from their
That's Lyra's
parents
thing.
to do things that need to be done to save the world, Lyra should borrow money from her parents.
You almost had it. That's good. I think you're right, though, Payne.
Almost.
Well, you said Lyra's name. It should have been Lyra's name should be on that list. Close enough.
Oh, well, okay.
The idea was there. But I think you're right, honestly. I think that he might even say, you need to borrow more money. So, I don't want to, though, if that's all right with everybody else.
Yeah, it's best to not borrow money when we don't have to, for sure.
That being said, imagine walking in and going, "Yo, Dad, I need money for an airship."
I'm gonna show him the blueprints for sure. He's gonna go crazy.
Maybe he'll buy the
actually
airship and we'll just borrow it.
I'm kind of excited to see his reaction as well. If you were excited as you were, his head's literally gonna explode.
It might. Oh, I didn't consider that. Uh-oh.
I hope not. Not another pearl venture.
Pain.
Pain?
It's too soon forever. Just forever. It's too soon.
God damn it!
Sorry.
I'm done with this bath. We gotta get shit from town anyway.
Sorry.
That
Sorry.
actually was what I was hoping we could discuss. So, bye, Lyra.
I'm kind of stuck.
What you
in
gotta
the wall.
say?
Pain. Dench kind of he does actually storm out and goes to his room.
The Pearl comment was a little bit too much.
A little much.
Yeah, so you're like, I think that's what, and they just get up and storm off after Payne mentions Pearl.
Amelia's just going to kind of sigh. She's going to turn and speak to the elementals, Primordial again. And just, I think that means that we're going to be leaving. Thank you again for this.
Yeah, the water elemental just south of you kind of, well, it was very pleasant to experience your scent again. Please feel free to indulge in our pool whenever you see fit.
Before Amelia walks out, Pan will be like, ugh, I gotta keep my mouth shut sometimes. And then he'll sink into the water and his beard comes up.
So I also just like to say that as like Dench storms out and Lyra follows, Kindness will just kind of sigh, swim like to the edge, do the dog thing where he just splashes water everywhere as he shakes his fur, and then walks after Lyra.
Yeah, and as you're like shaking water everywhere too, you see the elemental. There's like these little tendrils that spread out like squid legs or octopus tentacles from its from like the bottom of its form and like laps the water up. She kind of like sucks it back into its form to keep everything else dry. It's pretty nasty.
Concerning.
Yeah, it's so gross.
Amelia, before she leaves, she will, to Payne's comment, I think it's just, we've known each other for, what, a month? A month and a week? We're still figuring each other out. That's okay. You know that upset him, and I'm sure you'll think about that next time. It's not like we all haven't said things that have come across the wrong way. I know I certainly have.
Yeah, I guess so. And Payne will just jump out of the tub and I guess everybody's going to their rooms. What time is it? Wasn't it like noon?
It's
Go to the rooms,
it
get
is
dried off.
Yeah, like it is just barely afternoon. We have roleplayed in real time pretty much this whole time, so
I'm hoping they went to their room so I can speak to them. We've still got things we need to do if we're gonna set out in the morning. Do you want to see if Dench is up for a little bit of shopping? Might give you a chance to talk to him.
Yeah, I'll see where he's headed and what we're doing. There was talk of going to Lyra's house, but maybe shopping along the way. Yep. Talk.
Well,
Guy talk. Yep. We'll do that.
oh, my entire everything just locked up. I can't even move the map now.
hold on. I saw the door open and close like 6 times. There we go. Uh-oh.
Well, I'm reloading it.
I was
anyway.
gonna say, I think your whole shit fucking collapsed because I can't. You just vanished from the page.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
there you go.
I couldn't scroll.
Can you see
I
now?
couldn't zoom. Yeah, it's good. I think. Yep, I can move the map again.
All right.
and walking kind of with pain, at least up until the rooms. Well, maybe some of us go to Lyra's families, and some of us get the supplies we need.
Sure. Efficiency. That's smart.
And she'll just kind of shrug, and then she's going to go to Lyra's room and knock on the door.
That's what door knocks sound like in this world. No, I'm just kidding.
I like it.
We left the tap.
I'm never knocking again.
Me neither.
Who is it? Why does your knock sound so weird?
Fuck you.
I blame Canis doing some magic trickery.
Wasn't me.
No, it's
She'll open the door.
Amelia. Sorry to bother you. We all just kind of split very quickly. I was going to ask if you wanted to go to your families. If you know what we need, I'm willing to go to the general store or wherever and pick things up, so that you don't have to worry about it and you can spend, the evening there without having to watch the time.
That's really nice. I'll ask the question Canis is thinking. Will you be able to pay exactly what they asked for and not extra?
For a merchant selling wares, yes.
Okay. I knew he was thinking it.
Amelia freezes for just a moment. Amelia, as you kind of you stop, and Lyra, you would notice she stops. Amelia, you hear in your mind, "Their oats are sugared with honey. This place is wonderful. Can we never leave?"
Oh, I was terrified when you said that I froze.
Are you okay? Oh, your eyes are starting to go again.
Yeah, so Amelia, to a merchant, yes, of course. She's going to mentally, well, we do need to head out tomorrow. However, I can see if we can take some honey-sugared oats with us.
I didn't realize this was such a complicated question. Are you okay?
She
She
blinks.
probably has conflicting feelings about spending, not being able to give more money to people.
She blinks a couple times. No, it's hard having multiple conversations in multiple languages at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Ashad is requesting that we get the Willow Hollow or Emerald Tower specialty oats that they have, apparently. They're coated with honey.
I'm being very nice to the people tending to me. I'm licking them as much as I can, but they seem uncomfortable with that. Should I stop using so much lip? Or should I continue?
Amelia fully just snorts with laughter, just out of nowhere. She covers her mouth. Excuse me, she says, and obviously still laughing. Mentally, it's the, I think you should do whatever feels right in that moment. I'm not an expert on any of that.
The licking will commence.
Time for the lickening.
The fucking lickening.
No. Well, that's the name of this episode too.
And apparently Asha has is doing her best to make friends at the moment.
Oh, other horsey friends? Okay, maybe don't answer. Maybe don't answer any questions I'm asking. Maybe go back and start over.
I need to know now. Please explain.
She asked about Um. No. You know what? No.
You said multiple languages. What language does she speak?
Listen, I'm an animal. Maybe you can, you know.
It feels right to. Though she's from Mount Celestia, so it kind of just feels right to speak to her in, well, the language of the skies.
That makes sense. She says that in Celestial.
Would you prefer we speak like this? He also repeats in Celestial.
You fucking people.
We didn't plan that either.
No, I know you
I'm-
didn't.
I don't think the others would necessarily follow, but if that's preferred, is that more comfortable for both of you than the common language? I can-
Absolutely not.
I mean, Gnomish is. I know people say it sounds really funny, but that's my primary language.
Unfortunately, that's not the one that I was ever able to pick up. We didn't see many gnomes, well, needing tending to. But I'm getting sidetracked. Supplies. No, I would not overpay to a merchant. That's kind of goes against the principles of, well, buying things.
Okay. A follow-up question that Canis wants to ask. Are you going to be able to not pick up anybody else? More mouths to feed. I know you're thinking it, Canis. Stop acting innocent.
Are these questions coming from Canis, or are these questions that are coming from you that you think makes it more polite to ask as if they were coming from him, since he has no...
Well,
No,
I
they're
don't-
coming from me.
yeah,
Oh.
it just sounds nicer coming from me, usually.
I appreciate that. I don't intend to pick up more mouths to feed. Are you...
That's fair.
I have a counter question that comes from me and not Canis. Have any of the mouths to feed, as you say, that I've picked up, do you regret any of them?
Do you want the honest opinion?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Which was that to me or to Canis?
It was to everybody. We're going to do shopping stuff, right? How much do you think we'll need? We need to get a list together?
We need a list. The two things I know about that would be nice if we can, would be a better bit and bridle for a shot, and then some oats, the honeyed oats. I don't know how long those would last, but I know those would make travel for her considerably easier, especially if she's going to be helping with the cart.
I think she deserves to have some tasty oats, so that's fine by me, and I don't think anyone else would disagree. But let's just make sure that everybody has what they need on the list, and I appreciate you doing that, Amelia.
And she's going to look over to see if Payne has been successfully able to get Dench.
I was just gonna jump in there and go knock on Dench's door.
Oh, we couldn't hear that. Well, at least I couldn't.
Oh, and Mike
Your
cut it
pop
out.
filter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it got silenced.
And you guys were too
Knock,
busy
knock,
talking
knock.
about the fucking lickening, so knock, knock, knock.
You hear Dench call from inside. Yeah, it's open.
Payne would just push it open and kind of head down. He'll like kick the doorway and just be like, "Yeah, sorry for, what I said. It was not sensitive. Amelia sounds like she and Lyra, I think Lyra might need some help up there. We should probably go do some shopping and stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, Pain. No, I do appreciate that, and I do appreciate gallows humor from time to time. But I mean, gotta give it some time, Pain.
Noted. Noted. Time. Give
Yeah,
it more time.
a,
Yeah.
a long time.
A lot more time. Not.
Yeah,
I'll just not say that anymore.
yeah, that might be a good place to start. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming in and saying so, though.
It's I kind of I mean, maybe I knew that I should, but thank Amelia too because I don't yeah, she was like you should and I was like, well, yeah, I'm going to stop talking.
Yeah, it's probably best. Anyway, yeah, I do appreciate it. Listen, you're a good guy, and you're an amazing part of the team. Just just take a second, man. Just take one, just half a heartbeat. That's all I'm asking for.
Like Tundra said, just slow down.
Slow
Right,
down. Slow the fuck down. Yeah.
Slow down.
I know. Sometimes, the intrusive thoughts win. I get it, but sometimes just gotta let the little timer go off in your head. Like, all right, maybe now I can say it. Okay, but
I got it.
I appreciate you coming down and apologizing. We're cool. All right.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's get the ladies and get this shopping done. I hate shopping, but maybe we can find these rings somewhere.
Well, make it quick, and maybe we'll try to get out of here sooner than later.
All right, so is everybody gonna reconvene in just the main hall to discuss shopping list stuff?
Probably,
Sure.
yeah. I think that's how it'll end up.
All right, I'm just gonna, for the sake of brevity, so that we're not burning too much time. Amelia, where the fuck did you? Oh, you're stuck in a goddamn
Just
door.
stuck on door.
I
Only-
used
For
up all
showing
my
off.
paladining in
Yeah.
scolding pain, and that's all we've got.
No, that was a proper use. I'd even give you a free fucking long rest for scolding.
Oh,
Pain.
come on.
It wasn't even scolding. It was like schooling. It was words of wisdom. It was true evangelical paladin fucking words of wisdom. I digress. Oh, shut up, Cadence. I didn't want to go that route. Okay, so you guys all finished drying off, reclothing. Dench, do you put on the mithril?
Well, I mean, if we're just gonna be going around shopping, he probably wouldn't armor up.
Comfy clothes. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Daytime clothes, yeah.
So you guys all come back into the main hall. Cornelius is here. It looks like he is transcribing what was written on the book during the conversation into a smaller book. But he doesn't really pay you heed. You guys, as you come in, he kind of just, all right, and then you're free to do your business.
Just to be clear, Payne doesn't go anywhere without his backpack, armor, and warhammer. There's no daytime clothes for him.
Oh well, I mean, Dench would have his axe on him or something, but like, yeah, not totally up armored.
Payne's also like a reclusive dwarf colony from the middle of bumfuck nowhere Cratersville, so Dench is at least a little bit more civilized, which is ironic, by the way.
Civilized orc.
Hell yeah.
Trust issues.
I think when.
Canis,
Oh, go ahead.
I love that Canis and Pain are like the two extremes. One has everything on him, one never has anything on him.
You don't. It's because you don't have a choice, Canis.
I told you we could get.
That's
you
not true.
that better
That's
and
not
you
true.
said-
I was gonna say there are options. We can get you fitted for bit and bridle.
No, I'm good.
And I will get a little cart. When Dench and Payne walk in, I don't know who would walk in first, but Lyra would give Payne a little bit of a stink eye until she caught Dench's eye to see if we're still mad at him.
Yeah, Dench would probably come in second, and then he'll smile over to Lyra.
Stink eye will stop. Okay, so Amelia has graciously offered to do grocery shopping or whatever shopping we need for this trek. So I didn't know if we wanted to get a list together, and then those of us who want to visit the homestead can go.
Yeah, and just to be clear, Lyra, because well, with your intelligence and you not being a total moron, you are still well aware that you have 1,500 gold sitting on the family ledger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just for reference, as far as shopping and potential money investing, do whatever you got to do with it.
1,500 to spend.
No, you have spent 1,500
yeah,
gold.
yeah,
Yes, because there
that's what
was a
we're talking
raised
about.
end to right. I'm just letting you know. No, you have 3,500 gold still
Right,
on
no,
the books.
We ain't spending any of that. All right.
You could buy a brand new ship.
And I was thinking too about I know that my dad's not gonna be upset about the ship and everything, and he'll tell us to do what we need to do. But I want to be able to tell him that we're trying to get that money.
Well, once we don't have to buy Revivify scrolls, and I can just cast the spell as long as we have somebody to bring me back when I die again, that should
It-
save us a lot of money. Except it's kind of costly. It's like 300 gold and a diamond. So I mean, that's kind of expensive.
I'm pretty sure we have one of those, but
I think I do here in my pocket. Look at this one.
right, that's it. That's the one that I was thinking of. But I'd also prefer that nobody dies, and we should be saying if and not when.
Same.
Slow down. Think. Okay, I got
did.
it.
That's
Right,
why I
Dench.
said when.
No, me. I'm telling myself because
okay.
Dench said I talk a lot, and it just spills like it just keeps coming out, and I needed to slow down.
You gotta do it in a campaign.
Okay.
You're getting better, but yeah. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I don't
Shit,
remember.
did you lose it? Fuck, sorry, man.
What were we talking about?
You slowed down a little too much.
Canis
We were-
looks between like Pain and Lyra and looks absolutely disgusted.
Between Pain and Lyra?
Yeah, because you both do like the thing where you talk too much and get excited, and he doesn't like the comparison.
Okay. We know that we're going to have at least 5 days of road travel. We should be able to resupply some in Port Mira, and it looked like it was mostly flatlands. I don't know how the hunting will be there. What do we need in terms of road supplies, food? Isha requested some that we pick up some of the oats they have here. Apparently they're like sugared or have honey on them, but I don't think that's a replacement for rations. So what do we need to get for us and for her without
Well,
overspending?
It's a 5-day trek, but we should probably plan for 6 just in case there is a delay of some kind.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And let's sell that flower that we've been toting around. And this stupid hunting trap I was so excited about.
Should we
Aw.
be? Why don't we start using it? If we get, do we have a decent mess kit? We could use that flour with a little bit of.
We have cooking utensils. I suppose maybe we could just make some bread out of it if we can.
If we pick up some salt, we should be making use of that flour before it sits too long in the types of things we get into.
I guess.
And flour
How
that's
much-
been on the road won't sell for much.
Before
How
we...
much bread would 5 pounds of flour make? Sorry to interrupt you, Lyra.
No, that's okay. Before we spend a lot of time on math, has anybody checked to make sure it's still good? Because we've had it for a long time.
We have not. It probably is bad.
I was just thinking because my dad does a lot of cooking, and one time he was gonna make this cake for my mom for their anniversary, and he bought it really early because he was super excited about it, and then he just kind of left it in the cat. Oh,
Yeah, we haven't been really keeping it well contained either. So,
Yeah, and
well, I mean that would make it a lot easier to decide if it's bad.
yeah, and to answer your question, you can make between like 5 and 8 loaves depending on how big it is, but it's not you need more than flour to make bread. You need yeast, potentially salt,
Right. Yeah.
you know.
Just wondering, like
But yeah,
starting
it,
ingredient.
it would get you guys like probably the equivalent of 2 to 3 rations worth, if it's good.
Well, first step is to see if it's still, hasn't gotten bad and moldy. Second step, I guess, get the rest of the ingredients, or just trade it for bread. I don't know.
Amelia's going to just mentally. Asha, are you by the cart by any chance?
Oh, yes, near it.
That sounds like you're in the middle of something. I didn't mean to interrupt your oats time. Well,
No, it's okay, Sentinel. What do you need? What do you require?
Amelia's expression very much changes as she's having this mental conversation. A little bit of shock. I honestly, I was hoping you could tell us how much we have on the cart and see if the oats that were there would be ones that you'd like to eat, or if we need to get something else. If we were gonna check like the flour, the oats, things like that.
I'm perfectly fine with consuming any oats that you have. These ones just taste so sweet.
That's why they're top of our shopping list at the moment. Um, can you tell if that, I don't know if you'd be anywhere near it or if you could. Can you tell if the flour we have is still good?
There's a pause. Let me roll some dice.
Oh, I'm fully expecting this to go disastrously wrong, but Amelia's like, I've got a magic fucking horse. I don't know how this works.
Amelia, since you asked, high or low?
High is always positive for Amelia. We shoot for
All
the
right.
stars.
56.
The flour's still good. Yes. Smells alright.
Oh, you're the best. Amelia's going to, yeah, so she's going to say, oh, you're the best, thank you. And then she's going to kind of blink a couple times. The flour should still be good. At least Asha thinks it is.
oh, okay.
All right, maybe we get ourselves extra ingredients for making bread, or we just try to sell it.
I hope your magic horse knows if it's actually good or not.
She said that it smelled all right. So, I trust her.
Me too. I think maybe making it into bread is not a bad idea. I guess we could weigh the options of buying more rations or making our own. Which one's more costly?
Oh, well, we'll still need to buy more rations, but this will just kind of ease the pain a little bit. What, 3 days of rations, you said?
Yeah. Well, not 3 days. Three rations.
Three rations.
So
sorry,
yeah.
Three rations. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, you're right
Three
though.
rations.
You're correct. You're correct. Yep, it is three
Three.
quote unquote days worth of rations.
Yeah, 3. It'll make 3 rations out of what we have, and then we also still have 8 rations, I believe, in our cart. So
How do you think the hunting is going to be on the road? I really don't want to load up the cart unnecessarily, but also winters. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, we might get what you said. It's all like plains and like flatlands and
Yeah, from here to Port Mira, it is plains. Yeah, it's plains the whole way until you hit like sandy beaches, but that's like within a day or so's travel. So
it might be small game, maybe some deer here, interspersed here and there. But I mean, we should always plan as if we'll never see a speck of food from here to there.
Okay, so is there anything else that we'll need outside of food for the trip?
I mean, I believe what Payne and Canis, you can both make water, right? Is that what I understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I prepare the spell, I can.
All right, so that's not really a concern for us anymore.
Yeah, if we're in a pinch, definitely can. So,
That's good. Do you need
So, yeah.
arrows, Dench?
No, I got plenty of arrows.
You're not doing it tonight.
Well, yeah, no, I have plenty of arrows. Yeah, no, that's not a concern of mine. It's just the oats and the rations. I think is all we really need.
Okay.
we will. Ideally, if we could pick up at least a bit and bridle, something that fits her
Right.
a little better.
Yes.
I don't know how much those cost.
Could we trade in our old one and then for an upgraded one, maybe, or at least?
We can try. Back home, a well-made one, nothing fancy, but something that wouldn't fall apart when you first looked at it. That'd be 2 gold, 3 gold max. But that's back home. I don't know how things are here.
Suppose we can hope for a discount for trading one in. I'm sure that it'd be, taking at least a gold or 2 off. I don't know. How much did that cost us to begin with? I guess it doesn't particularly matter, just out of curiosity.
I think it was 2 gold.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Oh yeah, the item here says 2 gold. Okay. So, yeah, we'll see what we can get with what we got.
How many days of, or how many rations and how many rations of oats do we think we need?
Well, if we can make the bread, we have 11 rations, and I think we need 25 rations in total for us to get to Port Mira. But that's bare minimum.
But we would need the other things as well to make the
Yeah.
the bread. You said your dad likes cooking.
He does.
Do you think maybe you could do a see if your dad wants to trade,
Maybe if he's got bread meat already.
or if he has things that can be used as rations?
I can ask him.
Yeah.
Cornelius kind of looks up from his journal entry and he
Oh
says,
shit, you're still here.
"Oh, yes, I am. Sorry.
That was didn't actually say that. That was more me. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
If you're interested, I can sell you your remaining rations, which I believe is 14 if that's what you're looking for, 7 gold. I can give you the full remaining 14 days worth.
That's a good idea.
Would you be able to sell us oats for a horse as well, or just a ration?
We can sell you some of the honey oats. Yes. Typically it's 5 copper per day for normal oats, but these honeyed ones are a little bit more expensive. That's 1 silver per day. So
We could still afford that, I believe, right? Need what? We need 5. Well, it's 5 days a day. We have 1 bag of oats. It's not, honeyed oats, but we have 5 that should.
I can cover Asha's food. I've got that left on me.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose other than food was the only thing I was really concerned about. I think we're pretty well situated for most other things, and hopefully my hunting can make it, not so I have to eat rations the whole time. It might be sparse
Great.
out there.
I'm sure you'll find us something.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Should we head to?
So the only thing that will be needed then is I'll check and see if where Asha is now, if they happen to have a bit and bridle to spare that they'd be willing to trade for. Yes, looks to Cornelius. Yes, if you're able to the remaining rations, and she's just going to she'll pull out her last gold piece, and Lyra has the coin for that, but this for the honeyed oats.
Yes. He slides the gold piece over and he pushes, let's see, that would be 5 silver. So he pushes 5 silver back towards Amelia.
I'm gonna remove the 7 gold. Did anybody add the rations already? If not, I can do it.
I have not added them.
Okay, I'll add them.
Are you going? Do you want me to add the honeyed oats?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we'll remove the gold from Amelia. You get 5 silver back, and then you get the 5 days of honeyed oats.
Is that still at the 10 pounds per day?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you're going to take 7 rations, is that correct? Or, I'm sorry, 14.
Yeah,
14, my
14,
bad.
yep.
So 7 gold.
Yep. And I took it out already. And I added them to our inventory.
All right.
So, is there anything else we have to manage? So, so then you're going to go back home, spend the evening there.
At least a little bit of time, yeah.
Is there anything you want me to look into or do? She'll kind of look at everyone.
You could ask your stabby paladin friend if he knows anybody that can fly ships. If he's here.
If he's here. The other thing before I forget, that scroll, you said you needed supplies for that. For like copying it?
Yeah, it's special ink and stuff, but it's 50 gold. That's a day of a ship flyer.
What was it again? It was something about speed, right?
it helps you traverse through difficult terrain and helps you walk a little bit farther.
You had some. Last time you went home, you got some of the. Like your stuff from school. Is that something that might be. Or from your grandfather and from school? Is it. Is that something you'd have at home?
No, I don't have any left over. I used it when it's kind of a ritual when you graduate school. You use the last of your school's ink to finish out your book.
That's. That's sweet.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Well, if you need anything else, I guess I'll check with you a little bit later so you could answer my message back. Now that I can do that.
Oh, you're gonna do the. Okay, how does that work?
Well, you have to pay me 250 gold.
All right. You have the purse.
Basically,
Pay yourself.
you'll hear my voice in your head, and then you can answer me after, but only up to 25 words. So it's kind of like you talking to a Shah, but it'll be me. And if you'd like, I can speak in Celestial, if it makes you feel better.
Speak in Gnomish.
If as. Sorry. That scared the crap out of me.
That scared the crap out of me too. That was loud.
Yeah, there's only like 3 people that my phone ring for, so I'm gonna have to check that in a second. As long as it's whatever's easiest for you.
Okay, I'll check on you later. Shall we? She'll stand up.
Let's go.
All right. So,
Maybe I'll go with Amelia so she's not alone. Is that a good idea?
It's up to you, yeah. You want me to see if my dad has rings?
If you would, that would be, I think, if we want to use the spell. Yeah.
What kind of
we'll-
rings are they
you know,
again?
Platinum rings.
Platinum?
And they've got to be of a 50 gold quality per. So that's kind of an investment too. That's like 2 days of a guy driving the ship. So maybe we don't want to do that yet.
We can figure it out. Yeah, we'll see.
Something to look into for the future, at least.
Definitely.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we're gonna head to Willow Hollow. I mean, to Willow Hollow. We're gonna
I
head
was gonna
to
say
my
you're in
family.
Willow Hollow. You're already there.
Bam, you're there.
Quest
Okay.
Go
complete.
there harder.
I do want to do one thing. When we step outside of the Emerald Tower, Lyra's gonna start digging in her backpack and turn to Dench, and she's gonna hold her hand out and say, "I know it's not the same, but," and she'll open her palm and there's a pearl.
Oh. Lyra, no.
It's okay, I have 2. You shouldn't be pearlless. Take it.
Thank you, Lyra. I do appreciate it. And he'll take the pearl and kind of tuck it into his breast pocket, kind of like right next to where like your note is.
Okay, I'm gonna take one of my pearls out of my inventory.
Okay. All right. And then the first group is heading to Lyra's house. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm moving you guys all up just a little bit. Yeah, I can't see anything either. Give me a second. There we go.
Lyra, I think we should come back another time.
There's an intimidating looking motherfucker in the bedroom over there.
All right. So, who is going to Lyra's house? It was Payne, Lyra, Canis, Dench. Okay.
I was gonna travel with Amelia.
Oh,
just
okay.
So she
Got it.
wasn't alone.
Put you guys back here. All right. So you guys arrive at Lyra's house.
Okay. So where am I? There I am. Oh, I can't click on me.
Hang on, I got it. Oh wait, what? Really?
Yeah. I can refresh if need be.
Oh, hang on. Nope, I got
I'm
you.
the same.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, it reset everything. All right, hold on. Lyra,
Thank you.
Dench. Yeah, that's really odd that it did that.
Yeah, it seems to be good now.
There you go.
Me too. Okay. She'll open the door and step on in. I know I have what Payne gave me last time.
All right, give me 1 second. As you walk in, because your dad's standing right there.
Oh yeah, he blended in.
Tripped right past your dad.
100. I 100% would have stopped. He blended in with the damn mat.
I also missed him.
All right,
Very
so
busy carpet.
it is extremely busy. So you walk in, and you see Mr. Whisperwind standing there. As the door opens, he kind of turns around to you guys and, Lily!
Papa. And she'll run and give him a hug. Just like a really almost too tight hug.
Oh my goodness, my girl, it's good to see you.
You too. What have you been up to?
Oh, tending to the house, tending to the food, tending to my wares, and tending to your mother.
How is she doing? I know it's been a while since I saw her.
She's good, she's here.
She is?
Yes, would you like me to fetch her?
Is she sleeping?
No. Sweetheart, your mother doesn't sleep.
Resting, I guess, is more what I
Yes,
mean.
yes. I know. I'm being silly. I'm glad to see. My goodness, you have grown so much. He kind of like holds his hand to you and kind of. Yes. Let me get your mother. Hold on 1 second. And good to see you again, Canis and Dench.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you. Hello.
He stops
See you too.
as he starts to turn, and he turns back towards Dench and puts his finger out. How are the Tinker twins?
Oh, yeah, they're wonderful, sir. Thank you. It's an amazing piece of technology.
Wonderful. One moment. And he kind of takes a few steps up. He knocks on the door.
Lyra's gonna turn to Dench really quick and just go like this.
What? Did I say something?
No, you get to meet my mom.
Sadly for you.
What?
Penis.
I'm looking forward to it. I think.
All right, so he knocks on the door. He kind of leans in, and you hear him. He very quietly whispers something, and then you hear like a creak, like a wooden creak, and then you hear a couple of footsteps, and stepping out into the hall.
I love her.
You see a probably middle-aged elven woman who is dressed to the teeth in like essentially like entertainer's garb, like bardic garb. She steps out and holds herself very, very high, shoulders kind of back. Lyra, my sweet little girl. And she kind of like rushes over to Lyra, and she doesn't hug Lyra, but she puts her hands out and kind of like gently touches her shoulders, and then she does like a on each cheek.
Yeah, Lyra does it too. Like,
Yeah, and then kind of like kisses her on the forehead just a little bit. Your father has told me so much about your new friends. Pleasure to make your acquaintances. And she looks at Canis. Acquaintance, I suppose.
So this is Dench, and she'll motion toward Dench.
Yes, ma'am. Name's Dench. Very, very nice to meet you. I've heard wonderful things about you as well. And he'll hold out his hand to shake it, I suppose.
Yeah, she kind of takes it
like
like
he's not sure exactly how to do this. He's like bow, handshake.
she takes your hand and kind of like limp-wristed kind of like picks it up and gives it a little shake, and she kind of like reaches down and she tries to give you like a kiss on either cheek, but it's like it's super awkward. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know you were gonna go left. I went right. Sorry.
Oh, you are sweet. You are very sweet. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Canis, good to see you. Glad to see you're back.
Sarah.
She kind of like half nods. I'm glad to have caught up to you all. To you, your friends. Friend.
There are more.
Oh.
They're busy.
Oh. Busy. Too busy for me. That's okay. What do we owe the pleasure?
Well, we had to. We finished part of was it the third part of our mission? I guess it was the third part. And then we came back, and then told them about it, and now we have another part. So I wanted to say hi to you guys. I'm happy you were here. I didn't know you would be, but I wanted to come home and say hi before we left again.
Well, I'm in between appointments at the moment. And as she says, you see the earring, the very long, dangly copper and like jade-studded earrings. They begin to kind of glow and vibrate. And she stops a minute. She puts her finger up. I've a couple of minutes.
Okay. Well, I honestly, I'm really glad that I was able to see you. A couple of minutes. So I learned how to use my blade song, and I know how to send messages now. We fought a boulette, and
A boulette.
yeah.
Good
Oh, and
for
I met
you.
Gonrak. He worked with Papa.
Gonrak. That little devil. You see Finnick he kind of like shrugs uncomfortably and like tugs at his apron. Gonrak's doing fine then, I suppose.
Can I insight?
Yeah, sure.
him,
Yeah,
I guess?
absolutely.
I don't know where. Oh, it landed on 19.
Oh wow, that's a journey.
It was a journey.
You would pick up that Dad is super uncomfortable by the name and her reaction to it.
Okay. And also Malachi. I met Malachi. He knew who you were. Mama. He knew who you were.
Yes, Malachi. Yes. I've been quoted to sing for many a people throughout the realm. Neither of those two of our particular importance, if my memory serves me, but good people nonetheless. So,
Yeah. Malachi did a really cool thing. He wrote a couple of songs and put them in a thing so we could hear it and play it when we wanted to.
a bardic orb.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you
Good.
call that? Yeah.
Yes. I'd like to hear that sometime. Malachi was a young protege of mine many years ago. I didn't realize he was still living.
Yeah, he is. And he
Been
said he knew
doing
me.
quite well.
Yeah.
Good. That's great. Good for Malachi. Good for him. And good for you for knowing him.
Yeah. She like seems genuinely like, oh, she's proud of me for knowing him. Like
Tell me, where did your adventures take you? Where do you know Malachi from? Was it Port Aldronis? Or did you
Met
meet him in
in
Willow
In
Hollow?
Brackenford.
in Brackenford. Mhm.
Brackenford, bless his sweet heart. Settled on Brackenford. Well, no, that's good. That's good. Good for him. And good for you for knowing him.
Yeah. And yeah, and we she looks like she starts to say something and stops herself. Well, maybe I can write down some of what we saw. I know you said you only have a couple minutes, but maybe I can write it and send it to you.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I'm so sorry, dear. I've an appointment that I have to make for someone in the nobility structure. You understand, of course.
Of course. Yeah.
Good. It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr. Dench, and Canis.
Well,
As always, it was good to see you. And dear Lyra, my sweet, and she kind of reaches down again and she kind of gives you the kiss, forehead peck, but it's very superficial. And she kind of lets go. Sweetheart, and she turns to Finnick. I'm going to be late. If you'll excuse me, I'll be home later this evening. Just maybe leave a plate for me in the kitchen. He kind of nods to her. Yes, my dear. And he looks at her with the utmost love and like endearing look that a husband can give a wife. And she reaches down, she kisses him also just like on the cheeks and then on the forehead, and you see he kind of like grips her face and gives her a closer kiss on the cheek. There will be food for you when you come home again. I love you. And she says, I love you too, my dear. And then she kisses him one more time on the forehead. And if you'll excuse me, Lyra, and Mr. Dench, and Canis. She kind of grits her teeth through it.
very nice to meet you, ma'am.
Get
Roll
going.
away.
Did you say get going?
Yeah, basically.
Take a DM inspiration. That is fucking hilarious. Oh, that is funny. So Lyra's dad turns back to you guys. Well, I'm glad you got to see Mama.
Me too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice to put a name or face to the name finally. Seems like a very pleasant woman.
She is sweet, and she does great by this family. Great by this family.
She does, yes. Speaking of that, does she know yet about me borrowing money?
No.
Okay, I had a feeling it would have come up if she did.
We are going to keep it that way, if we
Okay.
can manage it, Lily.
Probably
Yeah.
for the best.
It is absolutely for the best. What brings you all? What brings you all back? Do we need repairs for the Tinker Twins? Cleaning, ammunition?
No, sir. I've actually been a little bit obsessive about cleaning it. Yeah, I just, I suppose I just should probably apologize a little bit that I haven't used it as much as I might like. It's a little intense. I do appreciate you put so much love and effort into it. I just need to work my way back up to it.
That's understandable. Yeah, it's double barrel pistol is something that is not for everyone immediately, but I encourage you, continue to use it, continue to feel it, continue to absorb the arcane energy that I've infused upon it and into you. He kind of glances at Lyra. It's a gift. Just when you're ready.
Wait, there was magic in
Oh yes.
magic in it?
Oh yes. Much magic.
Is that how it got from my bag to his hands without me noticing?
Yeah, there's
No.
been once or twice where I had given it back to Lyra, and it's kind of appeared back in my possession.
No. No, not at all. Hold on. And he turns around and he just runs into the other room.
Say something?
I maybe
I think
it
I
was
did say
me.
something.
Yeah,
What?
we might both.
Give him a
miss one.
second.
Is it still in your backpack, by the way?
I'll check.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, they're still there.
Okay, all right.
Then you hear like little pitter patter footsteps. He runs back out. He's holding in his hands a long scroll, which Lyra you would recognize as blueprints. And he looks down and he goes, "No, I've no translocation, transmutation, teleportation, whatever you call it, the triple T's. There's nothing here that says that it should just vanish from one to another. You're saying it does, though?"
It has once for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I was out of sorts at the time, so I wonder if maybe I had, taken it and not really thought about it. I don't know.
I thought he
It
was
was
just
very
super
strange.
sneaky. It was really weird.
He kind of turns the scroll around.
Stranger that I couldn't see it.
So at that point, especially with Canis saying that, he turns the scroll around, looks at Canis, looks back up, holds the scroll up in Dench's face like he's supposed to understand it, and points at like this weird algorithm of just numbers and letters and goes, "There's nothing here that says that it has any sort of teleportation capabilities. I've not infused it. I've not infused it with that."
It's okay. I mean, I'll take your word for it. I didn't know if maybe there was, I don't know, some residual. Listen, sir, I don't know how magic works necessarily, or a lot of technology. I just know how to maintain what I have, basically.
That's a fair point, and to be completely honest, I'm no magic user as well. I just know how to infuse ley line energy into things that I create sometimes. Sometimes they fail. Most of the time they fail, actually. But
For what it's worth, the Tinker Twins, succeeded spectacularly. So, good kudos on that one.
oh, thank goodness.
I should have listened to you though. I gave it to him too soon.
Oh,
It turns out I wasn't quite ready for it, and that's what I wanted to apologize for. I mean, you made an amazing piece of equipment here, but it just turned out I wasn't quite ready.
So at that point, he just lets go of the scroll, and it hits the ground.
No, sir. Please. No, I do intend to, bring myself up to being comfortable with it again. It's just I have a lot of history with firearms, and there was a little bit of trauma in my past that kind of linked to firearms.
That's okay. And then he reaches up and he puts his finger in the middle of your chest and he goes, when you are ready, you use them. And that's all that matters. And maybe you'll get lucky and they will flourish under your control. They won't flourish under my control. My fingers are too small for the triggers. It was meant for somebody much larger than myself. It was a delusion of grandeur, maybe. That they were not meant for me. Maybe they were meant for you. Maybe they were meant for a giant. I don't know. I've never met a giant, but maybe you are technically, I suppose. He looks all the way up. A giant to me.
Little tall.
Yeah, you are very tall. But it's okay. No need to apologize. I'm not fretting over this. I'm confused by the algorithm. But I'm confident in your capability because of her, and he points at Lyra, confidence in you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Yes. Did you all come for pie?
I really just came to see you, but I mean, I'm sure we wouldn't turn down pie, but I just wanted to see you, and she'll hug him again.
And he reaches his arms around as far as they can go around your waist and kind of scoops you up a little bit.
We will get the money back as soon as we can.
No, it's okay. We're fine. Your mom has taken a few high-value clients, and everything's okay. Everything's okay. We're fine. You take what you need from the ledger, and you repay when you can.
We don't need any more from the ledger, but we are planning to go see this. And she's going to take out the blueprints of the thing and open them up to show him the ship.
His eyes just go completely wide as he looks at the blueprints and he goes,
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, it is. But it's going to help us.
They call it the Astral Mother.
Because it has apparently little tiny ships inside.
They call them needle skiffs.
Apparently the landing gear is between the wings.
Stop it!
Retractable, from what I hear. Take a breath, sir.
Lyra's laughing as hard as I am while she's holding it up. She's so shaking while she's...
And it has a giant ballista on the top.
Stop
It turns the bolts into force.
Where did you find this? Where did you find this? Lily, tell me you didn't steal this from somebody.
No, the Emerald Tower. They're,
Oh, tell me Candace didn't steal this from somebody.
no.
Oh,
Not this time.
Lady,
oh, thank goodness. I was afraid that the town militia was going to be upon us.
No, Lady Rosanna, she has an inn with an artificer at Port Mira, and they need somebody to buy it, fly it, and use it, so she's helping us.
Well, that's wonderful. Yeah, you've got the ledger. Use the ledger.
No.
No, yes, no,
We
yes.
have the money, sir.
We have the money already.
Yeah.
Great, then use the ledger and keep some pocket change for sweets and lollipops and whatever it is that you big adventuring folk purchase nowadays. I've never been outside Willow Hollow really, except for Cogbach. Oh, good.
He
Great.
knew exactly what you were gonna say.
Oh. Did
That's
he?
funny, yeah.
He's a very wise dwarf.
He is, actually.
Sometimes.
Canis, you are a curmudgeon.
He is.
Oh,
It's
what?
also true.
You know what?
I'm googling it.
Just googling it.
Oh no.
Right. So,
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Almost exactly describes Canis's character.
100%.
Adding that to my vocabulary.
She'll roll the blueprints back up. I wanted to make sure you got to see that too.
thank you.
I was
Thank you.
afraid your head was going to explode when we saw the blueprint, and it almost did.
Ah, that is exciting. That is something I've not seen in a very, very long time. I've always dreamed of sailing on a dark space vessel.
Well, I'd like to make that dream come true for you when things are safe.
No! Throw safety to the wind! Let me come with you now.
Do you know? I'm sorry, Amelia. Do you know how to pilot one of those things? Do you have the ability to do so?
No. But I could learn. I'm very good at learning things.
Yeah, there's a lot of training that goes into it, we've learned, but I would not ever forgive myself if something happened to you, Papa. So once I know that it's safe and you can actually enjoy it, I really would like to take you, even if it's not this ship, up on a ship.
Wonderful.
I know you're stuck here all the time, but if something happened to you, she trails off.
Just to be clear, I am not stuck here. I choose to be here for you and Mama.
I'm glad you do.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to take what I've seen on that blueprint and go scribe them down before I begin to forget things. Do with the house what you must. Mama's away for at least a couple of hours, so if you'll excuse me. And he turns.
I would like to talk to you later.
He kind of turns back around.
Join me in the study?
All right. You two have fun. Stay safe.
Okay.
All right, so I think 18 minutes after is where we're gonna end tonight's session because this was good. So Kane, as you enter, and Finnick, he comes as he enters, he kind of like he pulls a stool out from under his writing desk, and then he pulls out like a little. It looks like a beanbag chair. That you know is like what he uses for you to just kind of like get comfy in, and he kind of like scoots it up against the wall. It's still got your hair on it. It's still got your, your musty jackal scent all over it, and he kind of like pats it as you climb into it, and he spins it towards him to have like a legitimate conversation, and that's where we'll go ahead and end tonight's session. Does anybody have any questions for me before we end?
It was a really great
Alright.
session.
Yeah, it was a fantastic roleplay session. Hopefully,
I
Cat's
have a
okay.
question, but
Yeah, go ahead.
I have like a little thing I wanted to say for a while, but it hasn't like popped up. Canis has like a very thick coat right now because it's winter, and jackals get like a really thick coat during like the winter times.
You're molting.
No, that's way later.
He just looks like he had too many sweet rolls. He's starting to look like Pain.
He's a thick boy.
Thick boy.
No, it's just a lot of fur.
It is a shitload of fur. Yeah, it's a winter coat.
He's very soft.
Oh, the ultimate cuddle buddy. All right. Okay, so if nobody has anything for me, then guys, we'll see you here next week for another session, and then I believe the week after that we do not have a dench, but we will make do with what we have next week, and then we'll kind of hold out for hopefully another week, and then we'll have dench back. So, and then I believe it's
It should be a little weird again.
Hell yeah. And then I believe it's a couple weeks after that we don't have a Lucy, which is an easy fix for me, but a fix that makes me very sad. But it's also super cool that you get to go do what you're doing. So, all right. We'll go ahead and leave it there. If you guys need anything from me throughout the week, send me a message. If not, then we will see you back next week on Sunday, which is the 24th of May.
Bye, guys. Have a good week.
Hey,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Oh, good session.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you still hanging out, we are going to raid someone, or try to raid someone. A weird Twitch changed how they do things. We have Vagabond, Yogcast, and somebody playing Subnautica. That's Anzavino. Path of Exile. Ooh, Subnautica. We'll go watch Subnautica. Alright, here we go. Alright guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. I seriously appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and raid out to Anzavino, who is playing Subnautica. Actually, Subnautica 2. I saw this just launched, actually, and there is a whole lot of stuff going on with it right now. I've watched a couple of reviews on it, and it looks pretty good. So, we'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.